preloaders, V.I.Preloaders. Welcome to practice session number 25. Right, we're up to 25. You guys know I'm always excited when I do my practice sessions. This one, a little bit more exciting, not just because it's the 25th one, but different location, as you can clearly see. All right, I'm in Knoxville, Tennessee. I'm at Bootleggers Harley Davidson. Tony from Bootlegger Harley Davidson, he was nice enough, gracious enough to allow me to hold my practice session in their MSF practice course facility. And guys, I know you guys that practice out there know how huge this is. And what I'm referring to is a lot of us want to go out and practice, and a lot of us want to practice in a group. And one of the issues is a location to do it. So I want to again thank Tony from Bootlegger Harley Davidson. Highly appreciate it. For the preloaders that are coming out here, I'm going to thank him for them as well, because I'm sure they appreciate it. For those of you that have never been to this channel before, let me give you a quick background on myself and what this channel is about. My name's Robert. I'm a retired NYPD Highway Patrol motorcycle lieutenant. I did a wonderful 22-year career with the NYPD. 15 of those years were spent with the motorcycle unit. The name of my channel is called Robert Simmons Paying It Forward. And the purpose of this channel, firstly, is me sharing my knowledge, experience, and training that I received from the NYPD Highway Patrol motorcycle unit with you guys, with a special focus on slow speed motorcycle operation, because that's the aspect of riding a motorcycle that most motorcycle riders, that's not an exaggeration, I'm gonna say the majority of motorcycle riders, they lack that, okay? My other goal is to help you be the boss of your motorcycle. And all that simply means is I want you guys to feel confident when you ride your motorcycle at slow speeds. I don't want you putting your feet out. I don't want you putting your feet down. All of that just shows a lack of confidence. You feel nervous, you put your feet down. I want to help you feel confident making right turns, left turns, and U-turns. And I want to emphasize that the purpose of this channel is not to make you ride like a motor officer. It's not to prepare you for a civilian rodeo. That's not the main purpose. There are people that aspire to do that, and this will help them as well. But the majority of you have you're not even thinking about that. You're not interested in making an 18-foot U-turn, 17, 16, dragging the floorboards. You're not interested in any of that. And I want to tell you that's fine. Okay, that's fine. There's a reason why only 2% of us ride like that. Well, there's a few reasons. One is not a lot of people have that training to do so. But secondly, is because the fear of it. People are in the fear of dropping the motorcycle and all that other stuff. So I want you to know, forget about that. I just want you to have as much fun as you do riding fast, riding slow. Okay? All right. And the way we do that is to build your confidence. Once your confidence goes up, all right, everything else will work itself out. I want you guys to check out my videos. Okay? If you haven't watched my videos, please check them out, because they're going to help you. They are going to help you. But it's important that you understand that we have fun out here. You know, I'm a character anyway. I like to joke around and keep the atmosphere light and fun so that people can learn better. That's just how I am. But make no mistake that this is a learning environment as well. So what I mean by that is, if you watch my video or my videos and you skip through the video, you know, you're missing stuff. I mean, it's that simple. Now, if you get what you need, that's great. But remember, this is a lesson. So in any lesson, just listen to the whole thing. Watch the whole thing. You take everything from it that you can get, okay? And keep watching videos, all right? All of us won't need to do that, but for those of you that do, keep watching the videos, because it ties all of this together. It really does. Repetition equals retention. That's why you'll hear me say things over and over. And if you watch other videos from other YouTube content creators, which I encourage you to do, because it's always good to get your information from more than one source. If you're getting everything that you need from me, that's fine. But you're going to notice that no matter who you're listening to, we're all saying the same thing. And the reason we're all saying the same things is because this is not rocket science. Throttle, clutch, rear brake, head and eyes. Now we have different deliveries and different demeanors and stuff, and you know people are gonna like different people for different reasons. But the point is, just remember, you're learning. Okay? All right. So yes, if you're wondering why I'm in Knoxville, Tennessee, if you don't know, there was an event here yesterday. Myself, Traveling Tall, who hosted the event. Traveling Tall hosted the event. It was called Run to the Hills. Oh, just a blast, guys. If you haven't come out to Tennessee to ride, clearly this is the place to be. It's new to me. Half the people that were asked, have you been here before? Oh yeah, I've been here before several times. Me? No. But so worth the trip. Okay, so, and it wasn't looking good either, guys. I know I said all of this before, but it's worth saying again. I want to thank all of the preloaders and V.I.Preloaders that came out here to meet and greet here at Bootlegger Harley-Davidson, to get some FaceTime with you guys, shake hands, talk, take pictures, blah, blah, blah. I didn't record everybody because I was kind of regretting it later on. But in that moment, I'm just trying to talk to as many people as I can without worrying about the camera. All right, but I do wish I got that on video, just so because once you get it on video, you always have it. Right? So special to me, guys. I was actually shaking when I first pulled up because out of excitement. I was excited when I saw people here, and I saw people coming over to me. I heard people saying preload and keep it loaded, and it was just good stuff. Like I said, I know I said all of this, but I want to thank you guys that came out. I always say in my videos, you guys can be doing anything with your time, and the fact that you choose to spend a little bit of it with me, I appreciate it. And I'm referring to you sitting in the comfort of your house watching a video. So imagine people coming, driving and riding hours to come here so we can go for a ride to see me. One guy drove here with his wife. Wow, I forgot where they drove from, but it wasn't a short distance. And he didn't even have his motorcycle. He just drove here to shake my hand and talk to me face to face. So I just want to let him know as well how much I appreciate that. You guys know I don't take anything for granted. Anything. I value your time just as much as I value mine. So if you're going to give a little bit of it to me or sacrifice some of it for me, I got nothing but love for you guys, all right? All right, I don't want to get too much off topic, but it's hard for me not to talk about that. And I'm sure you're going to hear about it again. Just, who am I, right? I say that all the time. This was just awesome. This whole thing was awesome. So the other awesome thing, guys, is the weather was looking really bad this weekend. And I was getting really upset because I saw somebody posted something on the Facebook group, Preload and Keep It Loaded. It was a picture of I think it was Marcus. It was a picture of a truck and a trailer with his motorcycle saying, headed to Knoxville. And I'm looking at the forecast and I'm like, and I usually don't let things bother me, but I was really annoyed. And I don't know how it happened. Thank God the weather cooperated. We got a little sprinkles, but other than that, that was it. As a matter of fact, I prefer overcast because that way we're not burning up. Today, same thing. It was supposed to be rainy, and now I just see clouds in the forecast. You can see it rained. Everything is wet, but we're still going to get it done, and so I'm excited about that. All right, so I don't want to talk you guys to death. I set up here, and let me tell you something, guys. Setting up in the parking lot that I usually work in is easier because there's already lines that are pre-measured on the ground, and I can work off of them. I don't have that out here, so I was working. So I'm already hot and bothered, and I haven't even warmed up yet on the motorcycle, but I'm about to do that. A couple of V.I.Preloaders and preloaders that came out here to Knoxville, Tennessee for the ride. They were asking me, did I have any merchandise? And I told them, no, I don't. So that you guys know, I don't have merchandise except the merchandise that I purchased for myself. All of the merchandise is on YouTube in the store connected to my channel, all right, with Teespring. So if you guys are interested in any merchandise, again, my wife, I'm going to ask you guys again, if you can find somebody on YouTube that has more merchandise in their store than me, please let me know, because I keep telling my wife, all right, honey, that's it. And then you guys request something, and she gets right on it, okay? V.I.Preloader, she got some merch coming for you guys as well, just so you know. All right, but for the rest of you guys, if you're interested in merchandise, there's a link in the description section, and there are plenty of VI preloaders and preloaders that have purchased merchandise. Check them out. And for those of you that are wondering what a VI preloader is, you keep hearing me say, what's a VI preloader? If you don't know what a preloader is, that's in the description section as well. Please check the description section. Definitely a bunch of information in there for you guys. If you're interested in becoming a VI preloader, there's a join button right next to the subscribe button. Click on that, and it's going to bring you to a short video that's going to explain to you the perks that VI preloaders get. Okay? All right. And for those of my VI preloaders that have already joined, I want to thank you guys. It's highly appreciated. For those of you that have contributed to the channel through donations, I highly appreciate that as well. There's a link in the description section for that as well. PayPal, Zelle, Venmo. All right, all of that stuff's appreciated. Your comments, your emails. You guys know I answer everything I get. Yes, it is time consuming, but it's worth every minute of it. Every minute of it. Love you guys. All right, guys, so you know how we do it. The same rules apply here as they do in Pooler, Georgia. When the preloaders and the VI preloaders get here, we're going to meet them, talk to them, find out their names, where they're from, what they're riding, how long they've been riding, and how they rate themselves in slow speed motorcycle operation. All right, good morning, guys. Welcome to practice session number 25. I'm so excited about this. Not just because it's 25, but because I'm in Knoxville, Tennessee. I wasn't excited about setting this up. When I have the lines, it's so much easier to measure. But so if stuff doesn't look perfect, I apologize, but it's in specifications. You're good. All right. Everybody here has seen practice sessions before? Okay. So you're not unfamiliar with what we're going to be doing here today. Ground rules. The mission is to have fun, leave here with confidence. A little bit more confidence than what you came here with. That's the goal. That's always the goal. So I want you to relax, breathe, and if you see me do this, that just means shut your engine off. If you knock a cone over, pick it up. 9 times out of 10, I'm going to pick it up anyway, especially if I see you're in a groove. If I see you're getting frustrated, I'm going to pick up the cone. Maybe you need to get off the motorcycle for a while. If necessary, if we're doing a lot of stuff and you need to pull to the side, I'll probably do that anyway so everybody can let their motorcycles cool down a little bit. Good thing it's not burning up today, so that definitely helps. I appreciate that. And I think that's all I have. Anybody have any questions? If you're concerned about the ground being slippery, it is not. It is not, okay? So don't worry about that. All right, sir, what is your name?
My name is Mario.
Mario, where are you from?
I live in Maryland now, originally from New York.
All right.
There you go. 914.
914. All right, for you guys that don't know, it's Westchester County. Okay, Mario, how long have you been riding a motorcycle?
2.5 years.
Okay, and what motorcycle are you riding today?
It's 2002 Yamaha Roadstar.
2002 Yamaha what?
Roadstar.
Roadstar.
Yes, sir.
And let me tell you guys something. This guy's illegally parked, so I got to kind of squeeze through here. Come on, Rufus. This motorcycle, I was riding next to Mario yesterday. He was a little, you know, we were doing the staggered thing. And this thing is loud. And I kept thinking it was my motorcycle. I'm like, why does my motorcycle sound like that? Because my pipes are pretty loud, but this was like it's a different pitch. It was like,
It's those fishtails.
yeah, man. Oh my gosh. All right. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, how would you rate your slow speed skills?
6.
6. 6 is excellent. All right, man. Nice to meet you. I'm glad you came out.
Looking forward to it. I'm wondering how those fishtails are going to do since they sit so low, but, you know, we'll have some fun either way.
You know how you're going to do, man. You know exactly how they're going to do. I like it, man. I like it. What's your name, sir?
Clifford.
Clifford, where you from?
Now in Nashville, Tennessee.
Okay. So what's your commute here?
2.5 hours.
What was your commute here, Mario?
In total, it was about 11.
11 hours. Okay. How long have you been riding a motorcycle?
3 years.
Okay, and what are you riding today?
I'm riding a 2012 Honda Shadow Phantom.
Oh, guys, look at that. Oh, man. He is not playing. Be the boss of your motorcycle on the motorcycle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and have you done anything to this motorcycle? I see you changed the headlight, correct?
Yeah, changed the headlight and put the pegs on it, and of course the engine guard.
Okay.
That's about it.
Oh, you put the engine guard on?
Yes.
Outstanding. Very good. Very good. And on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, how would you rate your skills?
2.
2. Very good. All right. If you have incandescent bulbs on your motorcycle, raise your hand. If you have incandescent bulbs on your motorcycle, please raise your hand. Okay. Rufus, don't raise your hand yet. All right, I just wanted to take a count. We got to do something about that. I got some LED lights that I might just give you.
My headlight's LED, but the rest of them are incandescent.
Beautiful. What's your name, sir?
Steve.
Steve. Outstanding T-shirt. I don't know where you got it, but it's really nice. It's really nice.
Thank you.
Thank you for your support. Steve, where you from?
Oak Ridge, about 15 minutes from here.
Oh, okay. All right. Beautiful.
Yeah.
All right. And how long have you been riding the motorcycle?
Right at a year.
All right. What are you riding today?
It's a Suzuki Boulevard C50.
Ah, all right. So we don't have one of those 109s this time. This doesn't have like that real big fat tire on it, right?
No.
Okay, very good. How long have you had this motorcycle?
A year.
Okay, so this is your first motorcycle.
Yes, sir.
Ah, let me see something. Okay. All right. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, how would you rate your slow speed skills?
You rate yourself a 7?
8.
8.
Yeah.
I think I'm about a 2.
Okay, very good. Don't worry about what I rate myself. You just rate yourself. Nice to meet you.
I wasn't going to say 6.
Okay, ma'am, your name?
Eli Breeden,
Eli, where you from?
Cleveland, Tennessee.
How far is that from here?
On the bikes, just over an hour.
Come up here, James.
Yes, sir.
Couples go together. Your name?
James Breed.
I'm not going to ask you where you're from. I'm assuming you live in the same house?
We do live in the same house.
Okay,
for
very
now.
good. How long have you been riding a motorcycle, Eli?
8 years overall,
Uh-huh.
just not consistently.
Gotcha. James?
Probably since I was about 8, and I stopped between 20 and 28 and wasn't on a bike, and then I picked it back up again. Slowly.
Okay, hold up. You guys picking up what they're putting down? She said 8 years. He said he's been riding since he was 8. And then he said he started at 8 and stopped at 28. What's going on with these 8s?
Got a lot of 8s.
So what I know for a fact is they're going to kill that figure 8, right? All right. All right.
I don't know about that.
What are you riding today?
2020 Road Glide Special.
Okay, it looks good.
Yes.
Looks very good. I know you got air suspension, so it's lowered.
Yes,
We're going to raise that up, right?
after step 3.
After step 3. Okay. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I got you. I got
Yeah.
you. I got you. And how long have you had this motorcycle?
Almost a year. Put a little over 5,000 miles on it. We just got back from Key West. did a
Yeah, you
long
got more
trip.
miles than me.
Yeah.
And this is James?
Yes.
2020 also.
Very nice. Very nice. So they're Road Glide people.
Yes.
Eli's been trying to talk me into getting a Road Glide for the longest.
Uh-huh. I have.
Somebody said Road Glide and No Glide. We're going to go talk to him in a second. All right. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, how would you rate your skills?
Maybe a 1, and I'm being generous.
Okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
James?
I think she's being harsh on herself.
Okay.
But I would say I'm a 5 or 6.
Good. Very good. Nice to meet you both. This is going to be an interesting day. Very interesting. Okay. What's your name, sir?
Robert Mitchell.
Robert. I'm not going to forget Robert's name.
There we go.
Where you from, Rob?
Memphis, Tennessee.
Okay. How long is that? How far is that from here?
400 miles, just under 400
Wow.
miles.
Why does it? I feel like all right. It's a state, Robert. Okay. How long you been riding a motorcycle?
Since I was 12 years old. So
Okay.
about 38 years.
Where you riding now? Today?
My 2017 Ultra Limited.
All right. Now,
Disregard the bugs.
no, listen, I understand, man. Now, these guys pulled in. We're going to talk to the gentleman next to him. You guys know, I watch everybody when they pull in and when they park. It tells me 75% of what I need to know about where they are and how comfortable they are riding slow on their motorcycle. That's why I say it's so relevant what we do. I don't care how fast you ride, eventually you got to slow down and take over and be the boss. All right, 1 to 10 scale, how do you rate your slow speed skills?
I would say slow speed, probably 4 or 5.
Excellent. Nice to meet you, man.
All right.
Nice to meet you. Who said roll glide or no glide?
That would be me,
Oh, okay. What's your name, sir?
Michael Taylor.
All right, Mike, where you from?
I am from Memphis, Tennessee.
Okay, you guys rode together?
Yep.
Beautiful. How long have you been riding the motorcycle?
That would be 2 years.
And what are you riding today?
This is a 2018 Road Glide Ultra, the best motorcycle Harley Davidson makes. Bar none.
Oh, yes. Yes. He said this is the best motorcycle Harley Davidson makes.
Bar none.
What does that tell you about Harley Davidson if this is the best?
That they're awesome.
You guys, I'm not that guy that's going to be, oh, Harley Street Road Glide. I really don't care.
I don't
It
even
really,
know.
I really don't care. Whatever works for you, that's what's going to work. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, how would you rate your skills?
Probably about a 4.
4 is good.
Yep.
4 is very good. All right, very good. All right, look at this guy. In the building. Barber CVO 19. If you guys don't know this guy, you've been living under a rock. He's got a YouTube channel. Check him out. Okay, what's your name, sir?
Camilo.
Camilo, where you from?
I am from New Jersey.
All right, and how long you been riding the motorcycle?
I think it's 2018. I got my first bike.
Okay.
It was a 2018 Breakout.
Okay.
Rode it for a year,
Uh-huh.
and then I decided I wanted to go travel. So I got this 2019 Street Glide CVO.
Does this motorcycle look familiar to you guys? This is my motorcycle with plastic surgery. This guy's got more chrome on this motorcycle. All kind of stuff on it. If you want to see more about it, check out his videos. He talks about it. He tells you about everything he put on it. Olean shocks, all kind of stuff. It's a beautiful motorcycle. Let me tell you what Camilo told me yesterday. Camilo told me, yeah, the reason why I can't do certain things on my motorcycle is because all that chrome it's like 1,000 pounds now. You know what I told him, right? I don't care how much it weighs. And he shouldn't either. Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, how would you rate your slow speed skills on this?
I would say, I really don't know, but I would
Okay.
say probably a 1 or 2.
Okay, good. That's a good place to
In all
start.
honesty.
It's a good place to
All right.
start. Beautiful bike, man.
Thank
Beautiful
you.
bike.
Thank you.
All right, sir, what is your name?
My name Demetrius,
Demetrius, where you from?
Atlanta, Georgia.
Atlanta, Georgia. You rode here?
Nah, we haul the bikes up here.
Okay, beautiful. How long you been riding?
About 2-3 months now.
2 or 3 months. Woo! You are. It's so moist behind your ears. I can't. Okay, what are you riding today?
2005 electric glide Harley Davidson.
This is
electric
yours?
glide tour.
Is yours?
Nah, my cousin.
Oh, okay.
So yeah.
Now, how long have you been riding this motorcycle?
Since yesterday.
Oh man!
Really riding it. Since
Woo!
yesterday. Yeah.
You've been riding this since yesterday.
Yeah.
Is this the first motorcycle you've ridden?
Nah, I rode this one. I rode the Indian.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Softail Slim.
Okay. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, how would you rate your slow speed skills?
We about a 1.
Okay. All right. And I'm glad you're here, man.
Thank you.
And last but not least, what is your name, ma'am?
Amy,
Amy, where you from?
Cincinnati, Ohio.
Whoa. How long was that trip?
It was about 5 hours.
Okay, not bad. And how long have you been riding the motorcycle?
I've been riding for about 5 years.
Okay.
This is my second two-wheel bike.
Okay.
I had a Sportster 48 before.
Gotcha.
But I also have a three-wheeler, so.
Gotcha. Okay, and wait, well, let's talk about what you're riding today. What are you riding today?
It's a 2014 Harley Davidson Deluxe.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Thank you.
You prefer 2 wheels or 3?
I prefer They're totally different.
Yes, you can say that again.
3 doesn't give me the anxiety.
That's true. That's
So-
true.
And it has cruise. So when we go long distance,
Yeah,
I like to take the 3.
it's a beautiful motorcycle.
Thank you.
And on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the best, how would you rate your skills?
Oh, it's a 1.
Okay. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
All right. All right, guys. So we got 1 through 9 and a bonus. We're going to have some fun out here. Let's do it. Okay, so the first exercise we're going to do is exercise number 1. Eli, what's exercise number 1?
Come to a stop with 1 foot down.
That's right.
Left foot down.
That's right.
Covering the rear brake.
Starting and stopping. Oh my gosh, relevant every time you get on your motorcycle. You can't not do it. It's always relevant. Okay? So then, you know, some people might go stopping. I know how to stop. But we want to learn how to stop properly. Okay? So properly, obviously, is not having both your feet out, because that means you're using the front brake to stop. And we've all seen what happens when people grab that front brake. 2 practice sessions ago, Juan, he locked up his rear wheel in the figure 8. Pam locked up her rear wheel in the offset serpentine maybe like 4 weeks ago. I love when I see somebody lock up their rear wheel, because that means they've been practicing. Because she had an uh-oh moment, just like he did. And when he said uh-oh, he hit his rear brake. Now, if he said uh-oh and went like this, because both of them were in a turn when that happened. Is it the end of the world? No. It's a learning experience. We're in a controlled environment. If your motorcycle drops, it's not a big deal. I want to get rid of the stigmatism of, I don't want to drop my motorcycle. It's embarrassing. Listen, when we start this today, leave all your egos right here. All right? That's why you're here. You're here to get better. Okay. Starting and stopping. I still haven't picked a location where I want you to do this at. Actually, I'm going to have you guys go down there, and I'm going to be right here. I want you to ride your motorcycle to me, get it up to about 2nd gear. And then I want you to slow down, front brake, okay? Downshift. And when you're about to stop, I say 15 miles per hour or less. That's just a number. It can be right before you're about to stop. Rear brake. You know when the motorcycle is going to stop because you're controlling it. So there's no reason to have this foot out for 35 seconds before you stop. Keep your feet on your floorboards or your pegs until your motorcycle is not moving anymore. Your motorcycle, like you said, I remember you said, my motorcycle is over 1,000 pounds, which I told you was bullcrap. But if we think about that, if you know your motorcycle is that heavy, what are you putting your feet out for, right? We're going to talk about that, how all you need to do is that. All right, as long as you got power to this rear wheel, everything's going to be fine. All right, we're going to talk about that. Anyway, come to a stop, left foot down or both feet down. I don't care. Remember, the whole left foot down thing is a motor officer thing, because when we're all riding together, it looks uniform if all of us are like this. So don't worry about that. And then when it's time for you to pull off, preload, make sure you're in 1st gear. We make sure we're in 1st gear before everything we do. Preload. And keep it loaded. That's so important. And keep it loaded. I'm going to be talking to you the most today. All right? And keep it loaded. I want you guys to listen to your engine and get accustomed to that. You get accustomed to doing that. So if you want to look at your gauges to see where it is when you hear that sound, that's fine. But after that, don't look at it anymore. I want your eyes up all day today. Up. There's no reason to look down. Up. You're not going to hear me say never. Clearly, the gauges are there for you to look at them, but don't stare at them, all right? It's inappropriate. Okay, so preload, keep it loaded. Slowly release the clutch into the friction zone. We don't do anything herky-jerky out here. When you do something herky-jerky, the motorcycle's going to react herky-jerky. Ease into the clutch, and by now, we should, aside from Demetrius, I think we should all be familiar with our motorcycles now and our clutches. And as soon as you feel the motorcycle start to move, pick up your left foot, or both feet. There's no reason to still have them out until you think, hey, everything's okay now. Pick up right away, because now you're in control, all right? Trust me, everything's going to be fine. And as you're taking off, 1st gear, 2nd gear, whatever, but initially, preload and keep it loaded, all right? You have to keep it loaded. Now, throughout the day, I'm going to tell you guys, I want you to keep your RPMs high. Not excessively high, high enough so that just in case there's a deviation, which there will be, you're going to have fluctuation. That's the word I meant to say. I'm sorry. If there's a fluctuation. If you're already at a certain level and it drops, you're still good. If you start low and it drops, and that's not a big deal going straight, but remember, if you practice it going straight, you're going to do the same thing when you're in a turn. Consistency is the key. I want you to always be consistent in everything that you do, okay? For the most part. All right, any questions? All right, so the order in which you, no. Demetrius, you going, nah, I don't want you to go first. I want you to watch other people do it first as well. So you go last, you go second to last. Eli, you're gonna go first, okay? All right, guys, exercise number 1. Starts and stops. Downshift. Good. She got 2 fingers on that front brake.
I know, it was starting to leave. Do it again?
Yeah, do it again.
Fall in behind everybody.
Yeah. Good preload, good. Okay, we got James. I like this better when they're having to make this turn. Get them warmed up a little bit. Downshift, good. Excellent, you can park. Beautiful. Preload. You can park. Perfect. Park. You can park. Oh, look at this. We got a dry patch on the floor. It's happening. We're drying out. Outstanding. You can park. Nice preload. And I ask guys numbers also because I want to know where they are so I know what to look for. I know what to expect, I should say. Beautiful. Barber CVO 19 in the building. You guys are going to keep hearing me say in the building because this is what Camilo says on his video. Every video, that's how it starts. He's in the building. His head is buried already, so we're going to talk about that. Okay. Preload, preload, preload. Good. All right, do that one more time. Just relax. Go around, do it one more time. Preload, preload. Preload, keep it loaded. Okay. Preload, preload. All right, we're gonna be moving on to exercise number 2, but I wanna talk to them about the start and stop. I wanna show them something. Most of us, when we're coming to a stop, at a certain point, you're not in the friction zone at all. You have your clutch squeezed all the way in, so the motorcycle is just coasting. And when you start getting slower, this is almost like pushing a coin across the table. eventually it's going to start wavering because it doesn't have that momentum. So what I want to say to you is, if you feel like, uh-oh, I'm starting to lose my balance, go back into the friction zone just a little bit. Use the rear brake to control you. You might even have to stay in the friction zone all the way until you stop, just so that it's controlled. But if you try to stay out of the friction zone the whole time, yeah, it's, you know, you're going like this. So you're really doing exercise number 2 until you stop. Depends on the road conditions, depends on a lot of things. So if I'm out of the friction zone right here, I'm slowing down. Now I'm like, you know what I mean? Stay into the friction zone. Stay in the friction zone while you're on the rear brake. It's going to be an easier stop because the motorcycle is trying to stay up. Every time you give it power, it wants to stand up. So just keep the power there. Use the rear brake. All right? All right. And so for you vertically challenged people, when you do that out of the friction zone, and it's like, uh-oh, now you have to put both your feet down and grab the front brake to stop the motorcycle. All right, so if you stay in the friction zone all the way until the stop, use that rear brake. Remember, the front brake is for stopping. What's the rear brake for, Amy? Let me get close to you so we can hear you. No. Your front brake is for power, that's for stopping. What's the rear brake for?
Power to the rear wheel.
What's the rear brake for? That's it. Control. The rear brake is for control. You want to stop your motorcycle, you're using the front brake. You want to control it, you're using the rear brake. And we don't have to kill the rear brake. Feather it. Feather it. Now, if you need more, you give it more. That's why there's never going to be, if this happens, here's what you must do. The answer for me, as far as I'm concerned, is always, it depends. It depends on the situation, depends on what's going on. All right? And the important thing is to know what to do. That's why we practice. We practice for uh-oh. Because when uh-oh happens, you don't have time to think about it. You're going to react. And your reaction is going to be based on practice or lack thereof. All right? Okay. Exercise number 2, the slow ride. The slow ride we do all the time too. When we went on our group ride yesterday and we were coming up to a light, everybody's doing the slow ride. Some people are doing it and panicking while they're doing it. Some people are relaxed. Some people want to go as fast as they can because speed makes us feel better because now we're relinquishing control to the motorcycle. What I want you to know is, just like I told you when you're stopping, the same thing applies. As soon as you feel uh-oh, we're always preloaded, so you don't have to worry about that. Keep it loaded. You know, we don't blip the throttle. We don't, you know, we don't do that, especially with a Harley Davidson. It's too unpredictable with the engine. You want a nice, even, clean throttle. Not ridiculous. You don't want it real high. Nice and easy, because remember, you don't need a lot of power to do anything that you're doing. It just has to be sufficient and consistent. Nice and easy. Clutch. As soon as you get into the friction zone, keep it right there. Right? And if you like, just use the rear brake. Now you don't have to worry about, am I in the right spot with this or that? You already know that. You're preloaded. Your clutch is in the friction zone. Just use the rear brake. Just use the rear brake. And, or, if you're somebody that goes, I don't like to do it that way, I'd rather just use the clutch and the throttle. You can do that too. Just keep going in and out of the friction zone. All right? But even doing that, you're still most likely going to need the rear brake because sometimes you might give it a little too much and you don't want to go that fast. Tap the rear brake. It's just correcting you. Control. All right? Let me show you what I mean. So when I just made that U-turn, that's exercise number 2. What we're doing here is the same thing you're doing when you're making a turn. You're just turning the handlebars, but we'll get to that. I want you guys to see how all of these things are related. We don't start with exercise 1, 2, and 3 because I like that. It's all related. You'll see. So exercise number 1, we slowly release the clutch into the friction zone. As soon as the motorcycle starts to move, we pick up our foot. And then we're going to stay in the friction zone now. That's exercise number 2. And if I feel, open up the clutch. Open up up the clutch. Open up the clutch. So we also want to know where the friction zone starts and be right before it. And the reason I say that is when you do need that power, you don't want to be popping. If you're right before it, all you're doing is this. Just slight variations of your hand just to give you a little bit of power. You only want a little. If you need more, open your hand up more. All right? We're staying in the friction zone the whole time. Any questions? All right, now I'm going to be walking beside you when we do this. If I tell you slow down and then you hear me say throttle, it's not an oxymoron. We don't want speed, we just want power. Okay? All right. You guys can line up at those double cones right there. Eli. You good? All right, you ready? Slow down. Good, good, good. You're good, you're good. Remember, that foot doesn't come down. So if you feel just open up the clutch. Excellent. Good park. That was perfect. Whoa, what are you doing, James? Are you duck walking the motorcycle? All right, you ready? All right, let's do it. That's what I'm talking about. Excellent. Good job, James. Okay, go ahead. Preload. There we go. Good. Let it out. Good. Good. Perfect. See that, guys? He had another moment. Just let the clutch out a little bit. Good job, man. Good job. Good. I heard that his throttle's low as far as the sound, but it went down, he brought it back up. Good job. Good job. Now there's no way we're not going to hear this guy's throttle. Good job, Mark. Carry over. Cover that rear brake. Just cover it. You don't have to use it. You can cover it though. All right, good job. Good. He's covering the rear brake. Good. Excellent. All right, I know you're good at this. I know already. Because Camilo was doing this when we were riding, practicing. When we're riding, we're always practicing. Good job, Camilo. Excellent. He's like a new man. I wish you guys could have saw this guy on Thursday. Good job, man. Head and eyes, look up, look straight ahead. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Slow down. Throttle, throttle, throttle. All right, good job. That wasn't bad at all. All right, Amy, let's do it. Preload. Preload. Preload, get those feet up. You're good, don't worry about it. Slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down. Keep it loaded, you're good. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Keep it loaded. Slow down, keep it loaded. All right, Amy, good job. Get those feet up. Use that rear brake. Good job, guys. Now I noticed that Rob, see the other issue about those limiteds are, if you're tall and you don't, did you change the seat? No, right? If you don't change the seat, now you're right up on the tank. A friend of mine is, how tall are you? Yeah, a friend of mine is 6'6", and he rides an ultra limited. So when he came to my practice session once, he hasn't come back. It's for him, it's extremely uncomfortable to use the rear brake because his knee is like almost at his chest to touch it. And I noticed that Rob, he's not covering the rear brake. So I told him to cover the rear brake, and then he pressed it. Remember, we are covering the rear brake because if you need it, you don't want to now have to put your foot on there because it's going to cause you to do that. Cover it. You don't have to press it. And if you need it, you just tap it. You just tap it. All right? All right. Actually, you guys did very well on that. Very well. All right. So, now this next exercise that we're going to... Oh, anybody have any questions as it pertains to that? Now, remember, that is relevant all the time. James had to move his motorcycle up about 5 feet. So he thought it was appropriate to duck walk it. Remember, if you have to move your motorcycle anywhere out here today, exercise number 1 into exercise number 2. Slowly release the clutch into the friction zone. You're already preloaded. Once you start to move, your foot comes up immediately. I don't care if you're going from here to here. There's no reason to do this. Okay? All right. Eli's favorite exercise. Exercise number 3. Trust and believe. How many people out here trust and believe that as long as you have sufficient power going to the rear wheel, everything's going to be okay? Everybody trust and believe that? No, you don't? Do you trust and believe it, Eli? Eli's doing a lot of head shaking and she ain't talking. So I want you to trust and believe. All right, I'm going to show you. Okay. Eli, how many steps are in this exercise? 5 steps in this exercise. Now, there's 5 steps in this exercise. When we get to right turns and left turns from a stop, there's 8 steps in that. What I want you to understand is I make steps so that you can go through the checklist. Once you get all of this down packed, there's no 8 steps anymore. There's no 5 steps. It all comes together. You just do it. Okay? What's step number 1? Make sure you're in first gear. That's step 1 in everything that we do out here. Everything. Especially this. We're going to talk about why. What's step number 2? Cover the rear brake. Now, thanks to Robin, we have the rectangle. So make sure you're in first gear. That's down here. Cover the rear brake, go across. Now you're down here. What's step number 3? Just come straight up. Preload and keep it loaded. Step 4? Clutch right before the sweet spot. Come straight over here. So you're just going like this. Clutch right before the sweet spot. Camilla, why do we want the clutch right before the sweet spot? Deer in the headlights. Look at him. Anybody want to help him out? That's right. He said, so you don't have to waste time trying to find it. Because step number 5 is pick up your foot. Pick up your left foot. Now, when you guys pick up your left foot, the motorcycle's not moving. I don't want it moving an inch. If you let the motorcycle move, you're not trusting and believing. I also don't want you to pick up your foot and just let the clutch out. I want you to feel the motorcycle starting to fall and then open up the clutch hand. Don't pop it. Nobody's motorcycle here is doing a wheelie, but still, don't pop it. Just open it up. You're already preloaded, so don't worry about it. You don't need a lot of power. Now, I'm not saying count to 5 Mississippi, but as soon as you feel it, if it starts to fall to the left and you let the clutch out, the motorcycle's going to go to the left. Right? It's going to go to the right. Okay? Now, remember, step number 2 was cover the rear brake. So when you do this, you're doing it controlled. When your motorcycle starts to move, you're not going to just fly out. I'm going to do it with you guys this close to you, this close to me. I'm not worried about running in the Rob because I'm on my rear brake. And I'm going to go, either I'm going to make a right turn, a left turn, or I'm just going to stop. All right? All right. So let's go through the steps. Make sure I'm in first gear. And I learned that almost the hard way. I was in second gear going over this with somebody. And when I went to open up the clutch, I'm wondering why I'm opening up the clutch, the motorcycle's still falling. I had to actually throttle it too. It didn't fall, but man, oh man, pucker effect, right? I don't care how much you drop a motorcycle, it's never gonna feel comfortable, right? But at the end of the day, it's not a big deal. Make sure you're in first gear. Let me start the motorcycle. That might help. That's not one of the steps. It's common sense. First gear, cover the rear brake, preload, and keep it loaded. I don't need a lot. Clutch right before the sweet spot. You want to take your foot off your brake to see where it is? Oh, there's mine. So I'm good right there. And then I just want you to pick up your left foot. Trust and believe. It's going to be okay. All right? Oh, let me do it the other way. I want you to see my foot. First gear. Cover the rear brake. Preload, keep it loaded. Don't need a whole lot of power. Clutch right before the sweet spot. Pick up my left foot. Any questions? Now, we got to do this more than once. We got to do it more than once. But the reason I want you to let the motorcycle fall, rephrase. The reason I want you to feel the motorcycle falling is we're working on our brain here. Fighting an instinct is much harder than fighting a bad habit. That's why if somebody's going to put their foot down and I see them almost do it and they don't because they remember this, I love seeing that because they won that battle. All right? Same thing here. If you feel like you're going to fall and you don't put your foot down, if you feel that, it's going to stay with you because it's an emotion, fear. You want somebody to remember something, tie an emotion to it. You remember your happiest days, your saddest days, and your maddest days. If somebody pissed you off, they'll forget it. You'll remember, all right? I want you to feel the motorcycle falling, okay? All right, everybody clear about that? Doesn't have to be a lot. Just feel it a little, okay? And this is something you could practice anywhere. Well, not anywhere. You don't need cones for it. You see what I'm saying? But this is going to get you to trust and believe because when you're doing a U-turn or any of these other things and you feel that, uh-oh, remember what happened here. When you felt that, what did you do? That's it. That's why you're always preloaded because you don't ever have to worry about this. All you have to do is that. Okay, let's do it, Eli. All right, just relax. I know you hate this, but we know the answer is right here. I already know you know the steps because you just gave it to us. Thank you for that.
I hate taking off the foot up here.
Are you right before the sweet spot?
What?
Are you right before the sweet spot?
No, I'm just
Okay, if you don't want to take off with one foot down, put both feet down, but just pick them both up at the same time, that's all. Amy! No, I'll talk to her when she gets in. Don't move. Saw her foot? She went like this. I know she's gonna come back and say she had the pucker effect, but I want her to have that because now she sees, hey, it worked out. Let me do that again. Come on, James. Eli, that was great. Let it out. Let it out, good. And you see how smooth he let it out? Again, we do everything slow and controlled. No popping. Excellent, James, excellent. Beautiful. As he's pulling up, exercise number 1. All right. Make sure you're in first gear. Cover the rear brake. Preload, keep it loaded. Nice! That was good. That was really good. Oh man, beautiful. You should do an exercise number 1 video. All right, you're in first gear already, so you check it. Okay. Preload, keep it loaded. Give me a little more preload. Okay. Let it out. Nice. Woo! That was beautiful. Yep. Excellent. All right. You're in first gear? Yeah. Cover the rear brake, preload, keep it loaded. Right before the sweet spot. Keep that preload up, good. Let it out, let it out. Nice. Beautiful. Take those fingers off of that brake. Habits, man, habits, I know. All right, preload. Nice. Very nice. Woo! Look how smooth that stop is. All right. You're in first gear. Cover the rear brake, yes. Preload, keep it loaded. Clutch right before the sweet spot. Don't move. All right, don't do that again. It's only the first time though, it doesn't matter. All right, Demetrius, I want you to keep your head and eyes up. You're looking down here. I don't want you to do that, okay? All right, you're in first gear. Cover the rear brake. Preload, keep it loaded. A little lower. All right. Clutch right before the sweet spot. Right before the sweet spot. Okay, good. Don't move yet. Pick up your foot when the motorcycle's not moving. Use that rear brake to make sure the motorcycle's not moving. Okay, pick up your foot. Open up the clutch. Open it up. See, don't pop it. Slowly release the clutch into the friction zone, okay? All right. Don't move yet until you pick up your foot. Pick up your foot. Pick up your foot. Let it out. Let it out. Nice and easy. Good. Keep it loaded. Good. Good. All right, you got to go that way. You're good. You're good. All right, you're in first gear. Cover the rear brake. Good. Preload. Keep it loaded. Clutch right before the sweet spot. Make sure you use the rear brake to make sure this motorcycle's not moving. It's moving. Use the rear brake. You got to keep your foot on that rear brake. Preload. Keep it loaded. Don't move. You're moving. Use the rear brake. Make sure you don't move. You're not moving until you pick up your foot. Preload. Preload. The preload's going too low. Don't move until your foot's up. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Don't worry about it. I got you. I'm holding the motorcycle. Don't worry about it. Good. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Don't move. Keep it loaded. Your throttle's going low. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Throttle's too low. Throttle's too low. I want you to do it again. All right.
Rear brake only. No front brake on
That's
that
right.
stop.
And that was good.
Finally.
All right, let's do it again. That was real good. I know you had the pucker effect, but I want you to.
I did.
Good. All right, good. Much better stop. It's coming together. All right, so what's happening is you're concentrating on other things and forgetting about the load. And I can see your RPMs was down to 970. You don't want to be under 1,000 ever. All right, so keep it loaded. Listen to your engine. And make sure this motorcycle doesn't move until you pick up your foot. Good, keep it right there. Clutch right before the sweet spot. Let it out. Good. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. All right. Let's do it one more time. Make sure they keep that preload up. Very good. First gear. Cover the rear brake. Preload, keep it loaded. Clutch right before the sweet spot. Don't move until the motorcycle. Don't move until your foot is on the board. Keep it loaded. Yo, keep it right there. Don't move. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Too low. Okay, preload. Good. Clutch right before the sweet spot. Right before it. Not in it. You're in it. Okay, good. A little lower on the RPM. Pick up your left foot. Open up the clutch. Slow. There we go. Keep it loaded. All right, guys. We're going to move on to exercise number 4. Right turns and left turns from a stop, but first I want to talk to them. So I'm noticing that even the small things that Demetrius is doing, even when we were doing exercise number 1, his head is buried into the dashboard. So I already told him, pick up your head and eyes. Now that's not his motorcycle. Clearly, if it was, that windshield's too high. A friend of mine told me he doesn't like Clockworks windshields because when you look through it, it's distorted. So of course, what was my answer to him? What are you looking through the windshield for? These windshields are not meant for you to look through them. That's why some of them are blacked out. Some of them are curved. It's supposed to be right below your eye line. And that's going to give you the optimum wind coverage, or wind deflection, I should say. But you should not be looking down through it, okay? All right, just like the whole road glide, street glide thing. People are talking about, oh, the fairing. When I turn, it doesn't turn. It's driving me crazy. The road glide stays still. Yeah, but if you're making the right turn, where are your eyes and your head? You shouldn't see it anyway, right? So it doesn't matter. All right, okay. But good job, all of you. I want you to definitely practice that. You know, I try to keep these classes at 10 or less so people get more reps. All right, but I know this is a special thing, so no problem at all. We're moving on to right turns and left turns from a stop. So I'll meet you guys over there. It's over there. All right. Mario, she's acting up?
Yeah, carburetor, gotta let it warm up.
Yeah.
Keep shutting off.
Right turns, left turns from a stop. One would think that in order to ride a motorcycle, clearly you should know how to do this. A lot of people don't. Why? Because exercise number 1, now you're starting from a stop. It's very uncomfortable because you feel like, uh-oh. But what we just went through, you already know. When you feel that, open up the clutch a little bit, rear brake. The power that you're providing to the rear wheel and the rear brake are working against each other, and that's what's keeping you like this. That's why sometimes you'll see the motorcycle going like this. Rear brake, rear brake. The reason it's not falling over is because you're still giving power to the rear wheel, okay? So now, in this exercise, there are 8 steps. Eli, what's step number 1? Make sure you're in first gear. How do we know that's correct? We know that's correct because it's always the first step, always. Step number 2, cover the rear brake. So the first 4 steps are the same as exercise number 3, okay? What's step number 3? That's right, preload and keep it loaded. So, Amy, I noticed with you, and it happens. Sometimes you preload, and then as soon as you start thinking about the next thing, you forget about the preload. And yours was down to like 970, way too low. So you have to listen to your engine. Because I'm not even on your motorcycle, I'm always listening to your engine. So I can hear it's too low, right? Or it's too high, right? And when Demetrius was doing it, and I said, okay, you're good. Open up the clutch. Oh, he opened it up. Remember, we don't do anything herky-jerky. If you open it all the way up, are you in the friction zone anymore? Exactly, and we're always in the friction zone. This is friction zone valley, all right? We slow speed stuff here. Okay, step number 4, James. I know you don't know. What's step number 4?
What was the last one? Preload and keep it loaded?
Yeah.
Get in the friction zone.
Clutch right before the sweet spot.
Clutch right before the sweet spot. Camilo, step number 5. You have my videos playing in your barbershop all day, every day. What's step number 5?
You let go.
And I do this for a reason. Because my videos in the background for Camilo is white noise. Now he's going to start listening. Step number 5, anybody know it? Amy. Head and eyes. Because remember, if we put the clutch right before the sweet spot, that means we're getting ready to go, right? And before we go, what are we going to do? Look to see where we're going, right? Head and eyes, that's step number 5. Amy, step number 6. Step number 6. Slowly, because we said we were about to go, we looked, we see everything's okay, so now we're going to go. So we're going to slowly release the clutch into the friction zone. Right, Demetrius? We ain't going to pop it. Slowly release the clutch into the friction zone. You're on the rear brake while you're doing that. Okay? Step number 7. Huh? We did that in step number 4. And we're looking where we want to go, not where we're going. We're looking where we want to go. So, 4, what's step number 4? Clutch right before the sweet spot. Step number 5, head and eyes. Look where you're going to go. Step number 6, slowly release the clutch into the friction zone. Step number 7, as soon as the motorcycle starts to move, pick up your foot or feet. I already told Eli, she said, I hate sitting on one leg. So I told her when we did exercise number 3, no problem. Just pick up both your feet at the same time. It's the same thing, right? Pick up your foot as soon as the motorcycle starts to move. And you guys noticed when I said, okay, who's next for exercise number 3? And you guys would roll over to me. You're doing 1 and 2 already. And they look beautiful. Same thing here. The only difference is you're going to turn the handlebars. Step number 8 is turn the handlebars. So what I'm going to tell you guys is exercises 1 through 4, you don't have to lean the motorcycle. All right? You don't. So if you have an issue leaning, not relevant here. Okay? This is 7.5. Actually, it's 8 feet. Plenty of room. A few of us, including myself, pulled a trailer here. We're not pulling trailers, we're on motorcycles. So if you're making a right turn, I don't want you to be all the way over here. Okay? Just get in the middle. And I only say that because I don't want your feet, hitting the cones or whatever. All right? It's just not necessary. I also want to let you know you don't have to fully lock the handlebars to make this turn. This is not a motor officer school. All right? I don't make it ridiculously easy. I don't make it ridiculously hard. Right in the middle. 8 feet. Head and eyes. Making a left turn. And listen, I know it feels uncomfortable. Sometimes you have to be comfortable being uncomfortable. But the good thing is it's only for a short period of time. So when you turn your head and your eyes, the more you practice, you're going to realize you don't need to look at anything except where you're going. Your hands are going to take care of everything and that rear brake. Turn your head and your eyes. And when I say I want you to be consistent, this is where this comes in too. So when I say turn your head and eyes, keep them turned until you make the turn. Turn your handlebars, keep them turned. Now, I also want to tell you guys, sometimes you're going to lose your balance. We're balancing this thing on 2 wheels, so it's going to happen. Not a big deal. Remember, your rear brake is for control. And if you feel like, uh-oh, a lot of times, how many times have you seen people go to make this turn and they go straight? Okay. So, that's a result of, speed. Remember, we don't want speed, we just want power. If you go too fast, if you open up your clutch, when your motorcycle is under power, it wants to stand up and it wants to go straight. So, that's where the rear brake comes in. 3 things are going to determine the radius of your turn. What's the first one? Or what's any of them? Anybody? Speed. How much you turn your handlebars? How much you lean the motorcycle? Nothing that we're doing out here do we invent. The motorcycle was meant to be leaned. So when we went on our ride, everybody loves those leans because you just got to push the handlebars. You don't turn in the handlebars at fast speeds. That's why when people think about going slow in a full lock, oh crap. I do also want to tell you it's not a bicycle. So I don't care if you turn your handlebars going slow. Don't worry about it. You're not going to tip over. A bicycle, it will go all the way around. It's not going to happen. It's going to lock. Okay? All right. Enough talk. Let me show you what I want you to do, how I want it done. When you guys go through here, the first time I want you to just go right through. Nice and easy. Now, if you lean the motorcycle, that's fine. Please, make sure you clear this cone. All right? If you want to come out first and do it, fine. Make sure, act like this is a pole. So if I see your saddlebag go right over it, as far as I'm concerned, you hit it. You have to actually come into this turn and then turn. Okay? All right. And relax. If you hit a cone, I don't care. My cones are tough. They don't mind being hit. They do not like being stared at. So don't stare at my cones. Don't stare. It's inappropriate. All right, so I'm set up for a right turn. I'm just going to go straight through. I'm not going to lean. Now, I'm only exaggerating it to show you that you don't need to lean. That's the only reason I'm exaggerating that, but you don't need to lean. Now, if I feel, like I said, sometimes you can lose your balance. I'll actually throw a little bit of my weight to the side if I need to. But if you need to stop, put your foot down, stop, put your foot down, reset. No big deal. This is not a competition, okay? Left turn, same thing. So I'm glad my brake is squeaking so that you can hear I'm using it, all right? I'm using it. When I get my front wheel into the turn and I see I'm good, bam, that's when I can come off the rear brake. I don't need any more control, I'm good. And then the second time you guys do this, I want you to stop. All right, guys, come over here. Come to the line. This way I want you to bring your motorcycle to this line, okay? So, if you feel more comfortable turning the handlebars first, it's not really gonna work out here because if you do that from here, you're gonna hit the inside cone. Actually, it would be this way. So I want you to know that you have enough room here to go straight first and then turn. You have plenty of room, so don't worry about that. Sometimes you start to go and you're leaning the wrong way. You have room to make that correction. So from here, you're fine. You don't have to lean, like I said. If you bring the motorcycle to about right here, yeah, now you're gonna have to turn the handlebars first. Still, you don't have to lean. You come a little closer, now you're gonna have to turn the handlebars and you're gonna have to lean, but you're gonna have to lean exercise number 3 style. Let it fall and catch it. We're not doing that, right? I'm just letting you guys know that you have plenty of room to do this. Nothing changes, guys. Exercise number 1 is what we're doing here. We're just turning the handlebars and we're doing exercise number 1 into exercise number 2. Keep it loaded. And every time you feel, little power, use that rear brake to control it. Because if you just give power without the rear brake, too much speed is going to have people go that way. And that's why you see people do that as well. Because it makes us comfortable when we have speed. Make sure I'm in first gear. Cover the rear brake. Preload, keep it loaded. Clutch right before the sweet spot. Head and eyes, I'm looking where I want to go. I'm going to hit a couple of you. I'm going to slowly release the clutch into the friction zone. As soon as this motorcycle starts to move, this foot's coming up. And I'm on that rear brake the whole time. And then, that's it, turn the handlebars. So that first movement right there, that's what gets people. That first movement, they go, don't worry about it. Keep power going to the rear wheel, cover the rear brake. Right turn, same thing. Now, yeah, if I'm closer now, now I got to turn the handlebars, clutch right before the sweet spot. Show them how it's done. I'm on it. Yeah, but you don't have to be. Obviously, I'm not on it hard, otherwise I wouldn't be able to move. I'm on it enough just to control me. You're always covering it. Your foot's always on it, but you're not always applying pressure. Once you start moving, keep the pressure on it. You're using the brake and the throttle. They're working against each other. That's what's going to keep you up. And you don't have to. That's the hold up. You can never do what?
Make the turns like you. I thought you were almost going to go over it.
If you feel.
I'm used to holding my foot like you said at the light. I see how you take off and everything.
Yeah.
Awesome.
thank you.
I mean, that's really. I can't believe the way you do that.
Because as long as there's power to that rear wheel.
For me to make a good turn.
Yeah.
I go halfway out, back up, and then turn.
Hey guys. Split up into groups. 5 on one side, 5 on the other. Or no, whatever, I don't care, but I want you to do it at the same time. Just go right through. You're looking right at it. That's why you're hitting it. She's looking right at the cone. If you look at it, you're going to hit it. No. First time, go straight through. You can go ahead. Come on. Good, James. Good. Beautiful. Head and eyes. Straight through. Straight through. Straight through. Oh! Good job, man. Good job. Head and eyes, Amy. Head and eyes. You're looking down. Go ahead. Too much speed, Eli. Too much speed. Slow down. Turn it off. Put your butt lower. Bring your feet out. Your feet are too close to your body. Good. Grab that saddlebag. Guard. Yeah, you got your hand on it. Turn the handlebar. Pull. There you go. 1, 2, 3. Push. Put the kickstand down. Good. All right. All right. Let's do it again. Thanks, James. Good, James, good. James got to get those head and eyes up, though. He's looking right down at the cones. Head and eyes. Nice, Camilo. Much better. See how slow he's going? If you're going slow, that's good. All right, you're turning too early. You're hitting this inside cone. Head and eyes, you're looking right at my cones. Good job, Rob. Good, turn it off. Put your butt nice and low, put your feet out in front of you. All right, you ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, make sure you got it, man. Make sure you got it. You can't just jump up. 1, 2, 3. Kickstand. Oh yeah, it's chalk. Yeah, and it got wet, so. James, just go straight out. Nice. Good job. Head and eyes. Head and eyes. You're going too fast, Eli. Going too fast. So Eli is going way too fast. And she took one of my cones away. Excellent. Thanks, man. Head and eyes, James, head and eyes. Good job. Rear brake, baby, rear brake. Excellent. Head and eyes. You're still staring at my cones. You're doing well, though. Good. Very good. Too fast. Going too fast. You turned it too early. Turn it too early. Good. Slow, slow. Good. All right. Let's go. Don't take it easy. That's right. Take a deep breath. Head and eyes, nice and easy. Pick up your feet at the same time. Okay, from right there. Head and eyes. There's already been a complaint filed against you by my cones. Staring at them. Good job, man. Good job. Yeah, you're just turning a little too early. That's all. You're doing good. Come on, come on. Yeah, right there. Preload. Keep it loaded. Head and eyes. Head and eyes. You got a cone again. Those stupid floorboards keep grabbing cones. Good job, James. Using that rear brake. You killing me with these feet, man. All right, baby. Head and eyes. All right. Both of y'all. Both of y'all. Come on. Exercise number 1 to 2. We're not riding skateboards out here. We're riding motorcycles. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about the line. Keep your eyes and head up, all right? Back up. Do it again. All right, Amy. Amy, tell me what you're looking at down here. Okay, I don't want you looking at them. Okay. Just listen to the engine if you can hear it. Head and eyes, and turn the handlebars. Remember what we did in exercises 1 and 2. If you need power, use the rear brake too. Stop, Amy, Amy. You gotta turn the handlebars. Don't worry about it, man. All right, baby. Slow and control. Head and eyes. Turn those handlebars.
First or not yet?
No. When you start moving, turn them. Head and eyes. Turn them. Turn them. Back up. Oh, yeah. good, you good, you good. Go ahead, go ahead. Oh man, front, you doing some push-ups, man. All right, man.
All right.
Preload, keep it loaded. You're staring at my cones like crazy, man. Head and eyes. There we go. Up, look up. There we go. Perfect, just like that. I saw his eyes were down and then they came up. Okay, we got another offender here. Head and eyes, keep them up. Look at the Harley Davidson building. Too much speed, too much speed. Turn, turn, turn. Cut it off. Put your butt lower. Good. 1, 2, 3. Kickstand. Camilo! All right. Some of you guys, when you first start, you're letting out your clutch too fast and you're getting that burst of speed. It's putting you too deep into the turn. And like I said, we're not doing the lean the motorcycle, we're not doing that. That's why you have to use that rear brake. If you look at James when he's doing this, he's starting out fast, but immediately on that brake. Remember I told you, you're feathering the rear brake. However, if you need to give more than feathering, give more than feathering. That's why I say the answer is usually it depends. So James starts out with but immediately brake, brake, brake until his front wheel is in the turn. Now he can just go. So that's what I want you guys to do. Pretty much all of you are molesting my cones with your eyes. All right. You guys got to cut that out. All right. What you're doing is, and a lot of people do it, when you get into the turn and you feel, what do? What are you supposed to do? Yes, you're pulling your clutch in. That's why your motorcycle is just falling down. No power at all. If you don't give it power, it's going to fall. All right? And I understand that this is a work in progress. That's why we practice. Okay? We'll do one more round through this. You guys can, here's another thing I forgot to tell you guys. I want you to relax because there's no pressure here. You do whatever you feel comfortable doing. When we move further, if you go, I just want to stay here and do this, that's absolutely fine. You can stay here and do this all day for all I care. And then maybe some other day you want to do the figure eight or all this other crap. All right? It's totally up to you what you do out here. No pressure at all. Everybody good about that? All right. Let's keep doing it. I already got, you and your partner, police reports. Molestation of the eyes. That's okay, that happens. Nice! Nice!
Okay guys, so I was watching Demetrius here, so I didn't even see this until I'm editing. Watch Camilo make this turn. Slow and controlled. This is the best right turn he made. Look at that. Beautiful. And the result is him controlling his speed with that rear brake. Good job, Camilo.
Nice. If you don't stop walking these motorcycles, head and eyes. Nice. There we go. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Somebody's getting warmed up. right, come on, Eli. You got this. Stop looking at my cones. Head and eyes. You're good.
Can't look up.
Stop saying can't. I can't means I won't. Eli, come here. Eli! Eli, come here. Cover the rear brake. I know you don't like having one foot down. Demetrius, shut the engine off.
Turn mine off.
No, you keep yours on. But I'm noticing that when you start moving, the reason you don't have control is because you don't have your foot on the rear brake. And then your foot went on it trying to find it. By that time, you're already over here. Start with your foot on the brake. Let's see how that happens. Let's see how that works. Head and eyes. Preload, keep it loaded. Rear brake, rear brake, rear brake.
Let me give you a bump back later, all right?
Put your butt on the seat, Eli, on the seat. All right.
Take your break.
So what happened there?
Everything?
No. If the bike falls, what does that mean?
I'm not letting out.
The clutch wasn't out. Yeah, as soon as you felt that, you would do it. Already, here's what I want you to look at. See where your motorcycle is? Because you had your foot on the rear brake, you made the turn. But when you felt it falling, you pulled the clutch in. If you would have just opened up the clutch, you were good. So the only issue was you didn't have your foot on that rear brake, too much speed. It was pushing you out. All right, take a break.
On defense, I think I would have did the same thing.
Crankcase ventilation. Well, it's no big deal. It's that crankcase ventilation.
All right, go ahead, man. All right, last time, and then we're going to meet over here. When you go through one more, meet over here. Here we go again. That's why we practice, man. Bad habits. We're fighting bad habits. Nice, Rob. That last turn was excellent, man. Excellent. All right. Nice. Very nice. Nice, Camilo. Hey, what's up, man? Head and eyes. You are molesting my cones, molesting them. So you hear your preload going down? You got to keep that preload up. Head and eyes. Stop looking at the dash. Stop looking down here. You don't need to look at anything there. Look over there. Okay, that's the furthest he's gotten today. That's what we're looking for, progress. We're looking for progress. All right, and last but certainly not least, show him how it's done. All right, guys, we're gonna move on to exercise number 5. Serpentine, single serpentine. Because let me tell you something, and both of you guys, yeah, you were visually molesting the cones. As soon as you picked up your eyes, like he turned his head, but he was doing the, the perverted thing where his head was turned, but his eyes were still like this. As soon as he picked his eyes up, that left turn was way better. And then the right turns, So I want you guys to know that don't beat yourselves up. This is not going to happen overnight, right? You have to practice it. And even we're still warming up, like we just got here. Even though you're sweating, you're still not warmed up. Then this guy did trust and believe on his right turn. Did you realize you did that? Remember, when we make our motorcycles lean, the only way you could do that is if you're letting the motorcycle fall. So we're letting the motorcycles fall, but we're controlling the fall by making sure there's power to the rear wheel, right? The boss is always in control, okay? So that was excellent. So what burns my ass more is he makes a U-turn like that, but approaching it, he's doing this. When that's exercise number 2. Clearly he knows how to do that well, but that's why we're practicing, all right? Okay, I do understand what he's going through with this though. It's, you know, I got bad knees, so. All right, so don't beat yourselves up, okay? We're warming up, we're practicing. Exercise number 5, single serpentine. Now, I want you to lean the motorcycle, okay? But the good thing is, well, I don't even have to say that. We're not going fast anywhere out here. This is slow speed motorcycle operation. These cones are 15 feet apart, all right? When you go through these cones, I want you swinging and swaying the motorcycle, all right? People have the tendency to want to go through fast, and the motorcycle is straight up. They're going like this, clipping every cone. No, I want you to go in and out. 15 feet is fine. Now, let me turn this camera over here. So when you guys go through these cones, see how far I'm away from these cones? That's about how far I want you to be, because I want to force you to lean. And watch your speed too. If you're going too fast, then you really can't lean. Now 15 feet is a lot of space, right? So forget about, act like this is the first cone. When you're making this turn, I want you about this close to the cone. Because if you go in here, it's going to catch you eventually down there. Now if you're riding the motorcycle like Rob or Mike or Mario, you're not going to have a problem with 15 feet. Because if you lean the motorcycle, you're fine. I want you guys, now I'm going to have my camera down there. From the time you get into here, when you go through this gate, I want you to be looking at my camera the whole time. Do not look at the cones. I can't stress this enough. They don't like it. Straight ahead. Your peripheral vision will pick up the cones. You'll be fine. Don't worry about it. All right? If you're going too fast, I'm going to tell you, slow down. Okay? Nice and easy. You're staying in the friction zone the whole time. You should never be out of the friction zone. If you are, that means you're going too fast. Okay? The whole time, stay in the friction zone. If you need to slow down, use the rear brake. All right, exercise number 5, single serpentine. Look at my camera, James. Look at the camera. Good. Good, very good. Look at the camera, Eli. Don't look at the cones. You're going too fast. All right, try it again. She just needs to slow down. She's going too fast and she's looking at every cone. Whoa. Oh, he made it. Slow down, Amy, slow down. Look at my camera. Slow down. Throttle, throttle, keep the throttle up, preload. All right, it's only the first time through. Go out wider, go out wider. Go out wider so you can lean, you're straight up. Wider, wider, good. All right, good job. Do it again. There we go. That's how I want you to do it. Why? Swinging, swaying, swinging, swaying. Good job, man. Look at my camera, not the cones. Good. You're fine. Still looking at my cones. Good job. Good job. Look at my camera. Slow down. You're going too fast. Slow down. Go out wider. Go out wider. Wider. Slow down. Good. Good job. Good job. Show him how it's done, Mario. Watch him. Watch him. Nice and wide. Nice and wide. See? It looks good right from the start. Right from the start. Beautiful. Whoa, 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 whoa. Stop. And you're going to be doing some push-ups. You just grab that front brake. You're going too fast, man. You got to slow down. And you got to go out wide. All right? Let's pick it up from here. You got a cone right under you. You know what? Start over. Start over. Oh, you can finish? All right, go ahead, man. Nice and wide. Good. Good. There we go. There we go. Oh, yeah. I don't know who that first guy was. Go out wide. Good. Come in. Slow down. Slow down. Good. Turn. Turn. Use that rear brake. See, the rain's helping me. I put a mark there. The push up. Start out nice and wide. Good. Come in. Come to me. Come to me. Come to me. Keep your head and eyes looking at the camera. Good. Much better. Using that rear brake. Nice. Good. Good. Turn the handlebars. Turn them. Turn them. Lean. Lean. Turn. Good. Excellent. Look at my camera, James. Good job. Good job. Swinging. Swaying. Beautiful. Fix your face, Eli. You're getting down on yourself.
I'm pissed.
Don't be pissed. Just be better. Come on. Come to me. Better. Good, good, good. Use that rear brake. Good. Too much speed. Too much speed. Use the rear brake. Good. Good. Keep it loaded. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. James back there clapping for her. That support is so important coming from home. Good, nice and wide. Lean that motorcycle, good. Head and eyes, straight ahead. Let's do it again, Dimitri, that was good. Let's do it again. Slow down, good. Nice and wide, turn out wide. Good, turn. Good, turn. Slow down, turn. All right, that's okay. That's okay. Beautiful. Nice and slow. Look at the camera. Slow down, slow down. Going too fast. All right, so what Amy's doing wrong, and I'm gonna talk to her about it, she's starting her first turn too late. If you start the first turn too late, it's gonna catch you at the end. Good, come to me. Starting, good, good, good. Out wide, good. Straight ahead. Look at that, straight ahead. Good. Much better. See Camilo using his rear brake? That's control. I want him to lean more. Good job. Start all the way over there. Good. Slow down, slow down. Look straight ahead. Keep it loaded. Throttle's low. Good. Good. Slow down. Going too fast. He was doing well and then the speed. Eli, come right to me. Come to me. Come on. What side are you more comfortable going? That way or this way? Okay, come to me. Slow down. Come to me, come to me, come to me. Turn. Turn. Good. Slow down. Turn, 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 turn. Turn more, go out wide. Good, good, good. Much better. Last time. All right, Amy, I want you to come to me, nice and slow. Are you more comfortable going that way or this way? Stop, stop, stop. Start over. Now, the problem is you're starting coming straight. You should be coming over to the side, okay? You're too close to the cones this way. You can pick it up from here. When you make this turn, come all the way out here. Okay, come to me, come to me. Turn, come to me, go. Slow down, you're going too fast. Good, turn, turn, turn. So it looks like Amy has a problem turning right. I'm going to check her handlebar to see. Okay. That's my fault. You were gonna go that way, right? Yeah, that's my fault. Whatever way you want to start. That's fine. But go wide. Go wide. Turn, turn. Good, turn. Good, turn. Good. Good. I want you to make sure you go out wide. Which way are you going? Okay, come to me. Come on, come to me, come to me, come to me. Good. Slow down. Good. Keep it loaded, keep it loaded. Throttle's too low. Come to me. Come on, keep coming. Turn. Slow down, you're going too fast. Okay, going too fast. And if you're going too fast, that's what's going to happen. It's going to catch you. All right, guys, we're going to move on to exercise number 6, the infamous U-turn. Let's watch Demetrius do this one more time. He's not really swinging out a lot. He's looking at my camera though. You guys know I'm always looking for the positive stuff. Good job, Demetrius. Amy, do me a favor. Sit on your motorcycle. Turn the handlebars all the way to the right. Grab your clutch. There's the problem. There's the problem. When it's time for you to make a right turn, you're barely turning the handlebars. And that's because you're doing it in the friction zone, and you can't be in the friction zone comfortably if you barely can reach your clutch. So you're gonna have to change the handlebars on this motorcycle to, I don't know if they can, no, it doesn't look like they're gonna get any closer to you. You would benefit, you need something that's gonna bring them closer to you. Because yeah, I mean, you literally, to fully turn your handlebars, the tip of your fingers, and when you're dealing with the friction zone, you want to make sure you got that clutch and you feel secure with it. If you know you don't feel secure with it, then of course you're not going to feel secure making that turn. All right? So, all right, listen. Good job. But like I always tell you guys, yes, the first thing is always speed. People want to go fast. All right? So a lot of you guys were coming into the single serpentine, and if this is the cone, you're coming at you like this. When I told you to come at it from here. So if you start wrong, you're going to end wrong unless you're leaning the motorcycle like these two guys, or like, where's Mario? Or like Mario, right? James, excellent job using that rear brake. Camilo, I want you to dip and dive this motorcycle. I'm happy that you got through it, but you're getting through it straight up. Now that's, to me, that's good because that's exercise number 2 and you're still mastering that fine. But I want you to get comfortable dipping and diving the motorcycle while you're still in the friction zone, okay? Again, guys, we're not going to get this in one day, all right? It takes practice. All right, we're going to move on now to the infamous U-turn. So I'm trying to get you to lean the motorcycle here so you feel comfortable more doing that. But if you saw my video, you don't even have to lean the motorcycle to make that 27 feet. You don't have to. I would like you to, but what I don't want you to do is try to put some speed behind it and glide through it. You know, this is Borsville. You all residents of Borsville. And bosses don't glide through turns. We ride through them, okay? All right, so you guys can come over here and we'll talk about the U-turn. Now, I'm gonna ask the question. I already know Eli's answer, but it's the opposite. Is anybody offended by 27 feet? Is this too wide? Nobody, okay, good. Eli told me I'm offended. It's too narrow. Okay. So again, building blocks, everything that we're doing is applicable here. So Demetrius, I noticed that when he was going through the single serpentine, at one point his throttle went a little low. I said throttle, I heard him pick it up. Good. Remember, the reason we practice preload, keep it loaded up until this point is now when it comes to making a U-turn, you can't be going low. If your throttle's low, you know, the bike's gonna drop. So, preload, keep it loaded, and when I demonstrate this, you're gonna hear that from the time I'm approaching this U-turn to the time I make the U-turn, my RPMs are the same the whole time. It might be slight fluctuations. You'll also notice sometimes when I'm doing stuff, if I know I'm gonna really like lean, like purposely, I wanna put my boards on the floor, I'm gonna bring my throttle even higher. I don't need it, but it's gonna make me feel better mentally. If something happens, I know I got it, right? But I really don't need it. So when you guys come in here, if you're making a left turn, I want you to notice there's plenty of space. I'm not saying that as an insult. If it seems too narrow, trust me, you're gonna get there. Remember I talked about consistency? This is where this is gonna pay off. If this seems too narrow for you, that means that everything you do kind of has to be almost perfect, right? And what I mean by that is your head and eyes. When you turn your head and eyes and look at my camera, do it consistently. What are we turning first, Camilo? Our head and eyes or our handlebars? That's right. Head and eyes, handlebars. And we're not going to turn slow. Head and eyes, handlebars. Now, in my opinion, the U-turn is the most important time to do this. It's most relevant. Why? You're out there driving in the street or riding in the street. You're going to make a U-turn here. What sense would it make to make a U-turn and you don't know what the hell's coming? You don't know what's going on here. Because you might go head and eyes. Oh no, ain't gonna be no handlebars. Something's happening. Either I'm gonna stop, I'm gonna go straight, whatever. Head and eyes, handlebars. Consistency. Stuff happens fast out there. You might look and go, oh, I'm good now. Now I can look back at my gauges. Boom. Because stuff happens fast. That's why when you learn how to drive, they say if you stop at a stop sign, left, right, left. You don't just do left, right, and go. You gotta make sure when you looked away, nothing changed. Okay? So, head and eyes, consistently, looking at my camera. Handlebars, keep them turned consistently. If you turn your handlebars like this, and you're doing this throughout the turn, you're losing space. All right? Now, if you're leaned over a lot like these guys are going to be, that's not going to matter in 27 feet. Now, if they're trying to make a 17-foot U-turn, yes, it's going to matter. You can't change consistently. All right? I want you guys to know also that 27 feet is my minimum threshold that I think everybody should know how to do. But out in the real world, most of the U-turns you're going to make are going to be wider than 27 feet. Most of them are. I measured it out. But like I was saying before, if you're on a 2-lane road, and this is a turning lane, and then there's an island here, and then you have 2 lanes here, I want you to be in this turning lane. And again, I don't want you to be in the right side of the turning lane because you're trying to give yourself more space when it's clearly safer for you to be over here near the island than over here on the traffic side. And if there's construction in the far right lane, I don't want you to be thinking, oh crap, what am I going to do? I want you to just go, oh, all right, I'm going to make it right into the first lane. That's why I want 27 feet to be something that's a minimum for you. Okay? All right. So when you come in here, head and eyes, look at my camera, handlebars. Consistently, you're preloaded already. Your clutch is already where you need it, so you don't have to change anything. If you feel like you're going a little fast, rear brake. Just feather it. Even if you drag the rear brake throughout the whole turn, which I do all the time, not a problem. Okay? Now remember, you guys, you're going to hear people say, oh, if I do this, I'm gonna wear this out. What about my rear brake? What about my clutch? Here's my response to that. Most motorcycle riders' rear brakes are brand new because they never use it, because they don't know how to ride a motorcycle really. You guys, different story, you're preloaders. Anything you use in your life, anything, if you use it a lot, it's going to wear out quicker. That's my response to that. Anything. So, and we're not competition riders. We're not going out and practicing hours and hours every day. So don't worry about it. If you're worried about your clutch, start saving now. So if something happens, you can get it fixed. But at the bottom, at the end of the day, don't let that deter you from practicing. All right? If that happens, you deal with it. All right? But we're not out here over revving. We're not doing anything extreme. All right? But clearly, if you're using it more than somebody else that doesn't know how to ride their motorcycle in the friction zone, of course their clutch is going to last longer. A lot of that stuff's going to last longer. They may not last longer because they don't know what they're doing. All right? Just remember that. I'm sorry, I left my motorcycle in the northern hemisphere. Do we park in neutral when we stop at a traffic light? Or a stop sign? Do we go in neutral? No. I was doing a lot of observations during our ride yesterday, and a fellow content creator, every light neutral. I gave him the benefit of the doubt because he has a buffer. He's got like 60 motorcycles behind him, so chances are he's not going to get rear-ended. Left one, then right one. Listen to his throttle. I should have told him to dumb it down a little bit. Do a left one, don't lean so much. Head and eyes, handlebars. Beautiful. It's like a work of art. Any questions? All right, let's do it. Let's do it. I know you guys are going to be knocking each other over to get in here. All right, let's do it. Yeah, right behind him. Head and eyes, handlebars, excellent. Beautiful, beautifully done. Why are you shaking your head? That was beautiful. Good, head and eyes, very good. Just watch your speed, Eli, that's it. Nice and low, nice and slow. Head and eyes, you gotta turn your head. Turn your head. All right. Very good, James, head and eyes. And James definitely has that rear brake. Yeah, he's got that down packed, so everything's gonna work out great for him. Just rolling. That's what it says on the back of his plate. Good. Very good. Excellent. Let's do it. Smooth. Nice. Very smooth. And when you're in the friction zone and you find the spot, if you just hold it there, doesn't matter how fast you're going, smooth. You don't need a lot of speed. You just need consistent power to the rear wheel. Had a nice swing, head and eyes. Beautiful. Beautiful. Head and eyes. Look at my camera, Amy. Look at my camera. You look late. Head and eyes. As soon as you start, look at me. Nice. No? Head and eyes, Eli. Head and eyes. You gotta turn that head, Eli. You gotta turn that head.
It's like my body locks up, and I'm like, you have to look harder. My body goes, no, if you look, you're going down. And I know that's opposite, but that's the one thing that I've struggled with that I recognize so much. It's like I'm trying to look up, and I'm like, move your head, and it won't move.
We gotta get you to relax. Turn that head. Turn it. Turn your shoulders. Turn everything if you have to. Good. Look at that head and eyes. Look at that head and eyes. Oh, okay, she broke. Head and eyes. Good. Nice U-turn. Very nice. All right, Amy, turn your head and your eyes and then your handlebars. Look right at me. Head and eyes, look at me. Turn handlebars. Turn. She did the head and eyes, so we got that part. All right, now we're gonna make some left turns. Robert CVO19 told me his motorcycle won't start. I think he took out a spark plug. He said, I'm not doing no U-turns. Sorry, Rob, motorcycle won't start. Excellent. The head and eyes on that guy is perfect. I mean, he's like, almost like the Exorcist. Head and eyes! Head and eyes! Okay, head and eyes and handlebars. All right, Amy, let's do it. Thanks, guys. Slow down. Head and eyes. Look at me. Handlebars. Handlebars. Turn them. Turn them. Look at me. Preload. Preload. Keep that low. See, you heard your load go down? Throttle went down. Start that motorcycle, Camilo. I'm talking to him. Start that motorcycle. Like a work of art, man, like a work of art. All right, head and eyes, keep it loaded. Look at me. Keep it loaded. Keep it loaded. Turn, turn, turn. Keep it loaded. Whoa, it's getting there. It's getting there. All right, U-turn. All right, we're making U-turns from a stop now. U-turn. Good job. Beautiful. His toe is just missing the ground. See how straight his knee is? Because that seat pushes you so far forward. Head and eyes. Head and eyes. Nice. Good, 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 good. Keep it turned. Woo! That's what I'm talking about, Amy. Woo! Oh, outstanding. Come on, Camilo. Oh, you know what? You didn't do it just going straight through. So go ahead, man. Head and eyes. Good job, Camilo. Good job. I should have told you to go in the. Oh, you know what? This time, do it. I'm gonna go over there. Just do it and then stop. Stop where I am. All right, go ahead. Good job. Good job. Head and eyes. Good job. Another 10. Good head and eyes, James. Good head and eyes. Woo! You need to make a push-up video. Oh, what is this? Just to go around, go all the way around. Good, good, good. Throttle, 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 throttle. That's good, man. Do it again. It's coming along. We got some push-ups off camera. Stop right there. Come around here, stop at me. That's what I'm talking about, Rob. Woo! Woo! That's what I'm talking about. I love a disciplined preloader. Good job, man. Good job. All right, Amy. Do that again. I got to see that again. Now, you know left is easier for me. Maybe right is easier. Good, good. Good, keep going. Don't worry about it. Keep going. Turn. Turn. All right, you got a cone under there. Back up. I got you. Oh no, it's stuck. Oh, okay, I see it now. Yeah, you can go forward. There we go. Thanks. No, stop. Now just make a U-turn, that's all. You don't have to stop when you come around. Head and eyes! Head and eyes! Look at my camera! Look at my camera! You're looking late, but that's good, man. Alright, big guy, come on, you got this. Just go right around. Nice and easy. Slow down, slow down. Okay, head and eyes. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Alright, it's coming along. Alright, you turn straight out. Nice. We got traveling tall way away from this, like way away from this. He said, I'm gonna stay a half a mile from this. I don't want no parts in this practice session. All right. Grab the front brake. Nobody will ever get penalized for not being able to do an exercise, but if they grab the front brake, it's a bad habit. That's how we break bad habits. Head and eyes. Turn, good, head and eyes. Throttle, it's too low. So she makes right turns better than left turns. All right, you're doing excellent, Camilo. Turn your head and your eyes earlier. Watch how much better your turn's gonna be. Good, head and eyes, look at my camera. Look at my camera. Look at my camera. See, because he's looking here instead of there. Can't get himself to turn. Just go straight around, nice and easy. Good, head and eyes. Turn the handlebars, you gotta turn the handlebars. All right, James, stop right there. Yeah. All right, U-turn, head and eyes. Good, good head and eyes. There we go, using that rear brake. Oh, the rear brake is your friend. You did this already, right? Yeah, so this time stop over here. Excellent, excellent. Good. And you can park. Good job, you can park. Excellent, you can park. All right, Amy, let's do it. Now watch Amy. Turning these handlebars to the left. There we go, look at the camera. Throttle, it's too low. You got a cone, you got a cone. You got a cone, Amy. All right. Head and eyes, Camilo, head and eyes. Head and eyes. You gotta turn the handlebars. Don't worry about it. You can park. Eli, you done? Slow down, you're going too fast. Good, good, good. Oh, you were good. All right, James. Good job, you can park. I thought you were done. I gotta move in for Mario. I just said I gotta move in for Mario. All right, you can park. Perfect, you can park. All right, man. It's now or never. Let's do it. Nice and easy. Slow down, slow down. Okay, hand it eyes, handlebars, turn. Turn the handlebars, turn them. There must be an invisible string on there that's not turning. All right, guys, we're gonna move on to exercise number 7. Figure 8. All right. Hey, Camilo, what's up? He pulled the spark plug out. That's the oldest trick in the book. Oldest trick in the book. Oh, what a miracle. I told him stop parking that bike and leaving those damn LED lights on. All right, guys, come a little closer so I don't have to yell at you. And he's not even coming in the right direction. All right. Exercise number 7, figure 8. So I'm assuming that this box is the figure 8 that MSF uses. So you can see how much more space I'm giving you. My figure 8 is always 27 feet. I told you that's my minimum for you guys. By 46 feet. So I'm giving you more length and more width. No pun intended. So nothing changes. Rules don't change. When you come in here, you're in the friction zone. You're covering the rear brake. I want you to come towards this corner. When you come towards this corner, head and eyes. I want you looking at that cone. Yes, I know it's behind you. You will see it, trust me. Well, some of you will, because some of you, the head and eyes thing, it's like, I feel like you got something on your head you can't turn. Head and eyes. I see it already in my peripheral vision. Handlebars. I want you to use all of the space that you have. If I see you turning right here, if you're turning like Mario, no problem, because you're going to be fine. But if you're not leaning a lot, use all the space that you have, and I want you to hold it. Hold it. You're still looking at that cone. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Transition. Head and eyes, handlebars. Now you're looking for that green cone. Don't worry about it. You'll see it. Just keep looking. Keep looking. Trust me. I know it feels odd doing this while you're turning, but you're looking where the motorcycle's going to go, so don't worry about it. You're in a controlled environment. You know for a fact nothing's there. I guarantee you I'm not going to jump in your way, so just trust. Hold it. Use all the space. Hold it. Hold it. You're going for that cone. Hold it. Hold it. When you transition, your motorcycle should be facing this way, or at least close to that way. So when you first come in, you're looking at that corner. That's the last time you're going to look at the corner. Every other time you're looking here. Then you're going to do that again, and then you're going to go out. Ka-ching, if you do it successfully. All right? Let me show you what it looks like. And I don't care how tight you do it, nothing changes. I'm still going to be going towards those cones. I'm looking at those cones. I almost wish those cones were higher, because I really want your eyes, your head and your eyes should always be even with the horizon, up, looking up. You balance better when your head and eyes are up, right? You ever try to balance a broom on your hand or a pole? Usually when you do that, you're looking up at it. Look at your hand doing it and watch how hard that is. It's the same concept, all right? It helps you with your balance, including in exercise number 1, exercise number 2, slow ride. Trust me, it makes a difference. So Camilo was making a turn in the U-turn, and I'm saying, head and eyes. Camilo's saying, screw you. Head and eyes, screw you. Right? So because he's not turning his head and his eyes, he's pretty much doing this. Then he turns his head and his eyes. Oh, what a miracle. Perfect. So again, head and eyes, handlebars. Where's Amy? Amy, oh my gosh. Outstanding in the U-turn. I'm sorry guys, I gotta talk about this. So Amy, clearly, at least from what I saw, she makes right turns better than she makes left turns, which makes no sense to me because right turns is when her clutch hand's all the way out here. But she's not doing a full lock, so it really doesn't matter because you don't need to do a full lock in there. And when she made that right U-turn, oh, you guys see, I get just excited as you probably are when that happens. I love it when it comes together. But of course I'm gonna make her do it again because even a broken clock is right twice a day. And she didn't do it as tight, but it doesn't matter. Once it's done, it's under your belt. Kind of try to remember what you did, copy and paste, all right? Copy and paste, good job, Amy. All right. And the good thing about, again, it doesn't matter if you're doing it or not, but the good thing about scraping your boards out here is, oh, this ground is so smooth. It's so smooth. I'm gonna go straight over there. And a lot of you guys going into the U-turn, coming in fast. Start like you're doing exercise number 2. Everything you do, nice and easy. Head and eyes. Hold it, hold it. Transition, head and eyes. Hold it, hold it. Transition, head and eyes. Any questions? I'm gonna park in this box. You know why? No, I don't know why. Because it's here. All right, who's going first? Rob, go first. Because your chest is big today. And I'm glad you did. I was annoyed that you did those push-ups off camera because they were beautiful push-ups. Again, it's not about the push-ups, but they were beautiful.
I can send you a video. I got plenty of them. We get 50 for late.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just keep going. Slow down a little bit. Good. Beautiful. Going a little fast, man. A little fast. Transition. There we go. So only thing Rob was doing was he was transitioning too late. That's the only thing he was doing wrong over here. You were just transitioning too late, that's all. A fraction of a second late. Okay. Everything else is beautiful, man. Huh? No, it's not tight. It's 27 feet, just like the U-turn. Oh, well, yeah. Absolutely. I don't know why I'm trying to record it from the side. That's why it's so wide. Good job. Go ahead, I got it. Let's go, let's go. These guys took too long, so he jumped back in. Good job, good head and eyes, good head and eyes. Good, good, excellent. Good, see I'm using that rear brake? Good, good. Transition. He was transitioning too late. Good, 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 straight out, you're good. It's only the first time. Am I going crazy? I've seen him on like 5 motorcycles. What the hell's going on? Is it just me? This is not alcohol. Head and eyes. Transition. Good, good. Head and eyes. Good. Look at me. Good. Transition. Transitions are really good. Head and eyes. Look at me. Good, good. Transition. Look at the exit. Beautiful. Good job, man. Good job. All right, show them how it's done, Mario. Beautiful, it's like a work of art. Head and eyes. Oh, he put his glasses on, he's slick, so I can't see his eyes. Good. Good. And look at the exit. Woo! Good job, baby. All right, James, let's do it, baby. Good head and eyes. Good head and eyes. Look at me. Good, 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 good. Beautiful. See his head and his eyes? Shoulder? Beautiful. Nice and slow, nice and easy, good. Look at the exit. Woo! That's what I'm talking about. Shoulders, everything. Keep it loaded, Camilo, keep it loaded. Get that foot up. Start over. Head and eyes, Demetrius, look at me. His throttle is nice and high. It's high enough so he's keeping it loaded. Head and eyes, nice and smooth. Look at the exit, baby. Excellent. Barber CVO19 has left the building. He is no longer in the building. Good, good. You held that one too long. Oh, wow. That was nice. I stand corrected. Beautifully done. Don't shake your head, man. That was beautiful. Beautiful. Did you guys see that? Oh. Woo! He's going to get 2 ka-chings. All right, come on, man. You're good. Let's go. Oh, that was beautiful. This guy's got the best head and eyes out here. But you see, he picks up speed in these turns, but he's still good. He's on that rear brake. Beautiful. Oh, he held it long. Let's pick up from there, man. You're good. There you go. Good, 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 good. Oh, all right. See how he's coming in? Nice and slow. He's not using that rear brake at all. He is purely in the friction zone. No rear brake. Oh. And that's why that happened right there. Because if you come in and out of the friction zone, it'll take power. If you come out of the friction zone, it'll take power away from the rear wheel. That'll slow you down. But when you're in confined spaces, you need to slow down quicker. You can't do that without using the rear brake. Good job. Head and eyes, look at me. Look at me. Good, come on. Come on. Right here. They're going one way, I want them to go in the other way too. It's still the same amount of turns, but sometimes it does something to you mentally if you do something different. Good job. Park right there. Woo! Yeah, you're good, you're good. Nice. You're good, man. It's beautiful. I love seeing that. I love when they have an uh-oh moment and they go, no, I don't have to put my foot down. I don't have to panic. Rear brake. Let the clutch out. I'm fine. Very nice, very nice. Get in here, James. Start over, do it again, don't worry about it. See where your motorcycle is? And this is where it should be. So you're losing all of this space. All right, let's do it. Let's get it up. Nice and low. Put your feet out in front of you. There you go. Push. All right. If you got to push it out, push it out. Okay, good. Oh. Okay. Good. Head and eye, James. Good. Good. Transition. Good. Beautiful. Look at the exit. Good job. You can park over here. First gear. Oh man, much better, nice and slow, good. Look at the difference when I'm doing it in this direction, much slower. Control. Riding like the boss, good. Head and eyes, good. Look at the exit. Good job, man. Rob's on that rear brake this time. I didn't even have to talk to him. He self-corrected. Self-corrected. Good job, Rob. You can park over here. Good job. Hey Mike, there's the white van. The white van. All right guys, we're gonna move on to exercise number 9. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, exercise number 8, offset double serpentine. Excellent job on that figure 8. Now here's the funny thing. Rob went through the figure 8 in the other direction, no rear brake. Not impossible. He went outside of the exercise. And the reason he went outside of the exercise is, can you do this just in the friction zone, no rear brake? Yes. But the issue is, if you do it with no rear brake at all, and at some point you have too much speed, just coming out of the friction zone is not going to slow you down enough. You don't have enough space for that. That's when you have to apply some rear brake. Next time he came through in this direction, foot's on the rear brake. Way better. I know it's uncomfortable because his brake is like this high, and his knee is already right here. But good job, man. Good job. You all look really good. I still want to know what the hell. I'm gonna have to go back and watch this video and find out what's going on with Demetrius. He's been on like 5 different motorcycles. Okay, this is the offset double serpentine. Remember in exercise number 7 when I told you, hold it, right? Okay. So just so you know, the distance between here and there, not this way, but this way, is 15 feet. So when you pull in here, you're gonna notice when I come through this gate, I'm not gonna come through straight. I'm gonna come through like this. And I don't want you to go straight for the gate. I want you to go over here. See where this yellow, oh, this is perfect. See where this thing is on the ground? I want you to come towards that. Head and eyes, handlebars. So when you go through this gate, you shouldn't be coming through this gate like this. Now, it's not impossible. You just have to lean more. I believe I'm working smarter, not harder. But if you go over there first and turn, now you're coming through here either like this or like this. Head and eyes, look at the gate you came from. Hold it, hold it, hold it. Transition, just like that figure 8. Head and eyes, And then head and eyes. Look at the gate you came from. So now when you get here, look which way you're going. Oh, nice and easy. You're doing figure eights. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Head and eyes. Transition. Head and eyes. Look at the gate you came from. And so on and so forth. All right? I'm going to run through it. I'm going to show you. Nobody here is really going to have a problem with this because you're doing the same thing that you were doing there. Make sure you hold it. I know Mario and you two guys are probably going to be like, screw you, Rob. Because you want to challenge yourself, you're just going to go right to the gate. And that's fine. You can do that too. It's more work, but hey. How long was your ride here?
6 hours.
Yeah, so, well, damn, you might want to save some energy. Don't do that. I don't know. 6 hours. So I'm going through like here, straight for this thing. Head and eyes. Hold it. Hold it. Transition. Hold it. Hold it. Transition. Hold it. Transition. Now if I go straight for it, so coming back, I went straight to it. Do it however you want to do it. But I'm more tired. I'm more tired doing it that way. The other way is so much easier. It's making me have to, you know, nice and easy instead of this. All right? Mario. From one motor officer to the other. Show him how to do it. I was a lieutenant though, so. We got Barry White over here making the video. His voice is all raspy now. Playing your game, baby.
Your game, baby.
Oh, yeah. So, we're going to go through it twice, and then twice coming back the other way. And then whoever wants to do the bonus, will do the bonus. I didn't put the snowman in because too many people. Look at the fluidity when it's done right. Oh, it looks so, it's orgasmic.
I see major improvement, man.
Well, he's a motor officer, so.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Next. Beautiful.
You want me to go come back to it or no?
Yeah, yeah. If you want to.
I didn't know you want to be coming.
Oh, no, no, no.
Oh.
We'll do it all together. See, the good thing is if he puts his foot down, there's no saddlebag to catch his heel. But that's going to happen. That's why we want to make sure we're preloaded. Because that way you don't have to worry about that. Every now and then the throttle will go down. All right, big guy.
That man right there is making the most game. I'm telling you, from what I saw at the beginning to now, it's amazing.
Now, once again, he's not covering his rear brake. It's not comfortable for him because it's so high up.
Oh, okay.
And he leans a lot. That toe might hit the ground.
Oh,
but he's good.
But you're saying he'd be better if he covered it.
Oh, absolutely. That's why in this exercise, he went out of the exercise because it was too much speed. You can do this just in the friction zone without the rear brake, but every now and then you need to slow down. Good, James. Nice and wide. Hold it. Hold it. Look at the gate. Good. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Transition. So see, this is going to get tight for him. It's going to get tight. Because see, he's approaching the gate like this. But he's still good. Good job, James. Nice. Very nice. Outstanding. Come on, Memphis. Woo! Going fast, going a little fast. But he's good. There's plenty of room. But see how he's actually passing the gate that he has to go through, so everything's tightening up. But he's still good. Again, this is not a competition, so we're not worrying about lines or going out. Woo! Love it. Let's do it, man. Good. Amy said, I'm not moving. All right, guys. For those of you that choose to accept the challenge of the maze, again, I dumped it down a little bit. Usually I have another one, but it doesn't matter. If you come in this way, you're making a right turn and the left turn out. You come in this way, left turn and the right turn and out. It's 18 feet. The U-turns are 18 feet. Clearly you all can do that. All of you can actually do it. So all I have to say is nothing changes. Your speed is going to make a difference. Now, Rob, if you're going to come through here with no rear brake, I mean, I saw what it did to you in the double Serp. It's, you know, not impossible, but it's... Just so you don't get lost, this is the, you know, come to the right as much as you can, head and eyes. And what I'll say is, when you get to this part, come over here and try to straighten your motorcycle out as much as possible. Because again, it's not impossible, but I see people that are still coming out of the other turn and they put the front wheel here, but the rear wheel is here. So now when they go to make the turn, it looks like they're really over there, but they're really over here. So they're making this tighter. So try to straighten your motorcycle out as much as possible. So when things start getting tighter, your speed starts being more important. If you're going too fast, you see when Mario goes through this, everything is so fluid. Nice and fluid. Actually, a lot of you are, but he's doing it at such a slower speed because he's in the proper friction zone. Everything looks beautiful. I mean, he's tearing up their ground with this damn. Bootlegger Harley Davidson, thank you. Straighten out. Now, do you have to straighten out? No. I'm gonna do it now without straightening out. Mary, get up in there and scrape up the ground. Once again, I want to give a shout out to Bootlegger Harley Davidson for allowing us to use this facility. A lot of Harley Davidson dealerships, they treat this like hollow ground. No, you're not allowed. He told me I can come back here anytime. Oh, yeah? Anytime. This won't be my last time here, I can tell you that. Beautiful. Next. I don't even see other motorcycles running. And he just bought these engine guards, and they're doing their job. Very good. Keep it loaded, brother. Keep it loaded. Nice. Go back through the other way. Nice, nice. A little too much lean there. Let's do it, Rob. Oh. Nice. Beautiful. I don't know why you keep shaking your head. You're good, man. Go back through. This class is doing very well. Very nice practice session. Now he's going a little too slow, but he's good. Pick it up right there. Nice, nice. You got to really trust the friction zone to go that slow. Let the motorcycle fall and then pick it up. Really good, really good. All right, this is Rob. Let's see if he's gonna know. He's still not using the rear brake. Head and eyes. I want him to try that using the rear brake. That first turn is getting him. That's it. So I want Rob to try it this time using his rear brake. Nice. That's throttle, clutch, and he's using that rear brake. Look at this. Beautiful. Beautifully done. Beautifully done. Just beautifully done. Nice. Look at that. Outstanding. Outstanding. Beautifully done. All right. right, that's the first time you made that turn. Good. Head and eyes. Nice, nice! Woo! Beautiful! Oh, that was nice. Whoa, whoa, whoa! Nice, nice. See that? Wrinkled t-shirt. The wrinkle, nice, very nice. Woo! Alright guys, I admire him for trying. We're gonna do a follow the leader. First we gotta go over the rules. Great job for these guys, great job. All right, he just took out my whole course. All right, guys, excellent work. Excellent work. I admire you. Oh man, that was excellent, man. That was excellent. And you kept shaking your head. I don't know why. Maybe you're from some place where this means something, you know, the opposite of what it is, because. Excellent job. All right, we're gonna move on to follow the leader. All right, the rules of follow the leader. First of all, I'm gonna have my 360 camera on. It's gonna be high in the sky. So if you break a rule and I go back and edit and see it, I'm gonna blow you up. I'm just letting you know. All right, okay. Follow the leader means follow the leader. So Mario's gonna be behind me. So for instance, when we get to exercise number 4, if I stop in the middle before I make that turn and you decide, no, I'm gonna go over here, you're out. Pull into that circle part right there. We're just gonna do one circle around you and then jump back in the back, okay? If you hit a cone, you're out. Go to the circle, actually come over here, it's more room. Just come right there in the middle and we'll go in a circle around you. If you guys wanna blow your horns as you're going around the people in the middle, that's fine too. If you put your foot down, you're out. Just pull it over there, we'll do a circle around you. And because I'm not where I usually am, I don't have any other, that's it, those are all the rules. Okay? Anybody have any questions? All right.
But
keep going, man. We gotta let these things cool off. Okay, Amy, when we first came here, come on over. Don't be shy.
Thank you.
When we first came today, what'd you rate yourself?
1.
Any difference in the number?
1.5.
Okay. All right, there's no pressure. If it's still a 1, it's a 1, it's fine. But is this the first time you actually practiced like this?
I practiced earlier this week at home.
Okay, good. I was about to say, will you be back? I'm so used to saying that. I'm not home.
No.
But I'm hoping that at some point you guys can make it out to Pula or
Okay.
wherever. But I would love to have you. Thank you for your support, you and your husband.
Thank you so much.
And I'm so happy that he brought you down here to practice.
So am I.
You had fun?
Yeah.
Good.
I did.
Keep
Thank
practicing.
you so much for all your service.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Thanks.
Rob? Yeah, you say, Amy, I'm not I'm not keeping your trash.
There you go.
All right, Rob. What did you give your number when you came? I'm sorry.
4 or 5.
Any change in that number?
I would say I'm probably I don't know. This thing.
Forget about this.
5. I'm a solid 5.
Yeah, all right. And listen, I think that's more than fair. I usually say if you can do, in my opinion, I don't rate people, but if you can do the figure 8, you're at least a 4 or a 5. That's what I say. You did that easily, and most of the time with no rear brake. So very good job, man. Very good job. And I think the most impressive thing you did today is you picked up that motorcycle. I wish I had the camera rolling. That was ridiculous. He picked up the motorcycle like he turned the handlebars, and it looked like he did it with one hand. And he's riding an ultra limited, correct?
Yes.
So, and he tried to tell me some crap about, you got to turn the handlebars. I don't care if the handlebars are turned. That motorcycle is still waiting for it. Anyway, you did a phenomenal job out here, man. Phenomenal job. And I'm definitely hoping, you said you're bringing your wife, hopefully?
I am going to bring her.
Yeah,
yes.
out to Pula, Georgia? Excellent.
Oh, yeah.
Excellent. So, did you have fun?
I had an outstanding time. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, appreciate it.
And you know what? It's hot out here, but I'll take the heat over rain. Because we can't do nothing in the rain. All right, Mike.
Yes, sir.
How'd you rate yourself when you came out?
A 4.
Any difference in that?
No, I think I'm going to stick with my 4.
Okay. And you did excellent as well. I saw it right from the start. Of course, you guys were messing with me at first, duck walking your motorcycles in exercise number 4. But outside of that, outstanding job.
Okay.
Do you practice?
Yeah, I do.
And you practice too, Rob?
Yeah,
and it shows. They practice together. It shows. Guys, I just can't emphasize how important it is to practice this stuff, all right? This is awesome. And again, Bootlegger Harley Davidson letting us use this is nice, smooth ground. I love it, man. And you enjoyed yourself.
Yep. And I'll see you next weekend.
Absolutely. Nice weekend. Absolutely. And guys, remember, I like you to have fun, but at the end of the day, I want you to get something out of what we're doing here. And most people do.
All right, brother. Appreciate you, man.
I appreciate you.
I'll send you a donation too.
Oh, thanks, man.
I appreciate it.
All right.
Invaluable.
Yeah, man. Demetrius.
Yeah.
How did you rate yourself?
1 coming in. I think like a half, 0.5.
Okay.
Yeah, about a 1.
Okay. And let me tell you something, man. You said you've been riding for how long? 2 months?
2 months.
Have you been practicing?
Basically. Nah.
This is the first time
you
you practice?
rides. Yeah,
just ride.
Practice like this, my first time.
You know what? Big ups to you. Big hats off to you. Who's this gentleman to you?
My older cousin.
Your older cousin. Is he the reason? Did he get you to come out here?
Yes. I mean, yeah.
Come on.
Yeah, right.
Because I want to talk to him too, since you guys are kin. Tell us your name, because we didn't get you on camera.
My name is Rufus Sims.
And you guys are from?
Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay, and Rufus, what do you ride?
I ride a couple of them. What I was riding today was a 2015 Indian Chieftain.
Yes, and guys, what do you rate your slow speed skills 1 to 10?
Coming in, I didn't have an intro, but I came in. I'm gonna do it like security bill. I'm gonna go with a soft 4.
You guys know I don't know what that means. But all right, he's a soft 4. All right, I'll accept that soft 4, but I'm gonna say he should be a little higher. You did great out there, man. And I'm glad you brought this guy out here too. And it's no quitting him either. Like I saw him pulling into this bonus. I'm saying to myself, come on, Demetrius. You ain't make one close, not even close to 18 feet, but he said, I'm gonna go for it. And a lot of the times I'll say, yes, go for it, because sometimes things are odd. You won't be able to do one thing, and then you'll be able to do this. So stick with it, man. I want you to keep practicing, especially if you say you're going on rides. You have to slow down eventually, so you want to know what you're doing. Outstanding job. Did you enjoy yourself?
Oh, yeah.
How about you?
Most certainly.
Looking for another practice.
I knew coming in, my head and eyes was going to be the main thing for me.
Oh.
Because I had never worked on that.
The best head and eyes of this practice session, right here. I mean, at first, it was almost like The Exorcist. You in the U-turn, you were like...
Yeah, because I was fortunate because I knew I had to at least get that to be able to do anything else.
Yeah.
And that's why that maze was a little challenging to me, because
Yeah.
I'm still not used to that head nod.
Absolutely.
And when I turn, I'm thinking I done lost my whole front end because I can't see it.
Yeah,
now.
yeah.
I can say that did intimidate me, but I'm gonna work on it.
Thanks, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. These guys right here, we got to talk to them. These guys were out here from the start, so we're definitely going to talk to them. All right, Demetrius, thank you, man.
Yeah.
Good job out here, man. Excellent job.
Sorry.
You too again.
Thanks again, brother.
Come on, Marcus, darling. I told you guys earlier, if you don't know what that's from, you got to watch the movies. All right? Okay, when we first came in, what'd you rate yourself?
6.
Any change in that number?
No, still a 6.
Okay, so he's FOS. You guys know that, right? And that's fine. All right, there's no way that man's a 6. Did you enjoy yourself?
Oh, absolutely.
Of course you did.
I definitely had fun.
Because when we see cones, they're calling us. I'm riding my motorcycle down the street. If there's a construction site, I'm like, uh-oh. All right? Listen, outstanding job. I don't know if I'll see you. Where are you from again?
Maryland.
Maryland.
Well,
Yeah, Maryland.
I was already planning on coming down to Georgia, so this kind of cut that a little
Yeah,
bit.
okay.
To make it easier and encompass it in the weekend, but it's still on my list because
Okay.
you know, like you, I never rode before I went to motor school.
Exactly.
And I've only been now 2.5 years.
Mhm.
You know, and you know, if anything I can say, it's not impossible. You know.
No, absolutely
and,
not.
And one thing I like about your videos and the way you teach is you make it more relatable. You make it relatable to the person to be able to adapt it and then
Yeah.
apply it.
Exactly.
And it goes a long way.
Thank you,
So
man.
it's real fun, and I'm sure I know a lot of people enjoy it. I've been telling all my friends and family that want to get into motorcycles. If you do nothing else, watch the videos.
Appreciate that, man. And I want you guys to, if you didn't pick up on that, he said something about motor school. So yes, he's a motor officer, and he rides like a motor officer. That's why that 6 is BS. However, what I always say is, I don't want you to think that this is just for people that are trying to attain the skills that he has. He has to keep it. It's a perishable skill. I said it at the end of every video. Keep practicing. Always keep practicing. We're always learning.
And you see, I dropped my bike.
Oh man, we all drop our bikes.
See,
Exactly.
And I'm sure they'll point out the joy he got out of making me drop my bike. And it's fun. I mean, it's what we do because we want to challenge each other. Because by challenging each other, it makes us better.
Yes.
I wanted to ride right behind him because I knew I would challenge myself, not knowing how long I might have to hold it.
Yeah.
Instead of giving myself some space and some wiggle room. So I'm a 6. I got a long way. I got a lot I can still work on.
I'm glad you changed that from a long way.
People will look at the video and they'll critique things that I did.
course.
You know, even though we're both motor officers, you know, there are some differences in the way I put my right foot down.
Exactly.
You know, and I was trying to, you know, adapt to that in the classroom. But
do what you
know,
do.
It's all good. It's all important. It's very important. And definitely practice. Stay practice. Preload, keep it loaded.
Thank you for your service too, brother.
Not a problem. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Oh man, I love it, man. All right, who's on deck? Steve. Steve's on deck. Steve, before you say a word, where are you from again?
Oak Ridge, about 15 minutes from here.
So you're in Tennessee?
Yes, sir.
So in Tennessee, if you do this, does that mean yes? Does that mean a good thing? Because he was doing that all day, and he was doing phenomenal. What'd you rate yourself when you came?
2.
All right, I'm gonna walk over here before you give me the answer. I want to be off camera. Any change in that number?
Yeah. I think maybe 2.5, 3 now.
Come on, man. You saw this guy riding, right? And he did the maze. 3. Come on now. All right. Any change in your number?
Yeah.
What was your number when you came in?
2.
What are you at now, you think?
4.
Okay, excellent. You did phenomenal, man. What you did in this maze, I mean, you guys, the maze is a bonus exercise. Nobody does the maze and says I'm a 3. It's just, all right, whatever. All right, did you enjoy yourself?
Yes, I did.
Okay, man, I appreciate you coming out. Hope to see you again.
Yeah, but I'll try to make it down to Port soon.
Yeah, and if you can't, trust me, I get it, I understand. I'm not across the street, but I appreciate you. I appreciate your support.
No, we appreciate you actually doing this because actually, personally, it's given me a lot of confidence. See, I have another bike that actually I ride with. I'm able to put my wife actually on that bike.
Yeah.
Because I since her doing it, so this gives me a whole lot of confidence and appreciation.
And that's the number one goal, raising confidence levels. Because if you do that, everything else will follow.
Yeah.
Outstanding, man.
Yes, sir.
Pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Okay. Is that everybody? Oh, that's everybody. Oh, no, it's not. Come over here, guys. Because these guys are preloaders too. They did not ride motorcycles today, although he's got a pretty CVO in that trailer somewhere. Where is it? Oh, it's over here. That's your motorcycle.
That's his.
That's his?
Yeah.
Okay, what's your name?
My name's Stan from Texas.
Okay.
And this is Doug from New Jersey.
Okay. Now, what kind of motorcycle you ride?
2019 Street Glide. I got 4 of them. I got an Indian. I got a couple of victories.
So I'm not the only one suffering from this addiction.
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
good. And what do you ride?
CVO Street Glide.
Okay. What year?
Mine's an 18. Truck's an
18. So, guys, these guys were here pretty much from the beginning. Fellow New Yorkers, and helped me out. They were picking up cones, you know, preloaders. What do I tell you guys about preloaders? This preloader nation is just, oh, it never ceases to amaze me how nice people are, how giving they are. And that's what we do, right? Let's go take a look at your motorcycle.
I like to just let you know, I learned more just watching. I mean, I learned a lot just by watching.
Thank you, and I appreciate both you guys' support. But there's no getting around looking at this pretty CVO in the back of this U-Haul trailer. Have you done anything to it?
I just put just recently brakes. I put Legend shocks in it. I put I had the mufflers, but I put the headers on. I had it dyno tuned and stuff like that. I put like another $5 grand. It was better than spending another $42,000.
Yeah, very nice. Very nice.
We're headed down to Texas and we're taking a trip to California.
Woo! California.
Yeah, we're gonna go out for like a 10-day, 2-week trip.
I'm looking at how you have this thing strapped down. I mean,
Well,
you got
I wanted to make sure it doesn't
Yeah, you
move.
got it strapped down very well. All points are covered. Very good. Anyway, again, I want to thank you guys. I really appreciate your help. You know, usually the preloaders that are practicing, they pick up the cones. The fact that you guys decided to do it, even when I told you to let them do it.
No, it was our pleasure.
Outstanding.
Like I said, I learned a lot.
It looked like they worked hard out there and it's a hot day. We figured give them a break.
It is. All right, thank you guys. Appreciate you so much.
Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. Yeah, guys, I'm gonna pack up now and I'm gonna get out of here. It's hot. All right, guys. It's 81 degrees, but it feels like 91 degrees. It is hot. But like I told these guys earlier, I'll take hot over rain any day because we couldn't do this in the rain, but we could deal with the heat. Oh, what a phenomenal trip this has been. What a phenomenal practice session. Practice session number 25 is in the books. Cones are picked up. I'm gonna go in the bootlegger Harley Davidson after I get the motorcycle loaded up. Thank Tony again for allowing me to use this lot. And I mean, it's just, yeah, it's more work because I don't have any lines. But of course I appreciate it because I got more than enough room, a nice smooth surface, and of course preloaded and V.I.Preloaders. So I had a phenomenal time. I want to thank them all for coming out. I wish, guys, I think I had 15 people out here today, 14, 15. My limit is 10. And as much as I wanted to keep it at that, it's hard for me to say no, especially because this is, you know, different. It was a special event and everybody came down for that and this was added on to it. So I'm a giver, guys. I'm a pleaser. I've always been like that. I want to help people. So, you know, saying no to people, if they here, especially if they traveled here, you know, I'm gonna be definitely flexible on that. So I hope you guys got something out of this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, and share. All right, once again, I want to thank all of my preloaders and V.I.Preloaders. Not only they came here to practice with me, but came down to ride with us. And I know the ones that didn't come couldn't come, because if you could and it was, you know, practical, I know you would have been here. All right, I'm going to say to you guys that this is not going to be the last time I'm in Tennessee. I'm definitely going to say that. The riding is great. Tony's already told me anytime I want to use this facility, I have it. So that's all I need to hear. I know it's going to help out my preloaders. For some of you guys, this is actually closer to you than Pooler, Georgia. So, all right, so I think we can kill 2 birds with 1 stone, me coming here and doing something. All right, okay guys, so I'm going to sign off. I'm going to get this thing loaded into the trailer, pack up. I'm going to change because I'm not wearing these jeans riding back to Georgia. All right, guys, spend more time being thankful for the things that you have and less time complaining about the things that you don't. I want to send a shout out to my brothers and sisters in blue. Please be careful out there. Know that you're appreciated. Special shout out to the NYPD Highway Patrol, particularly Highway 1, because that's where I worked, and the Highway District Motorcycle School, because that's who taught me how to ride this motorcycle the way I ride it. But remember, guys, it's a perishable skill. You have to keep practicing, like Mario was talking about. You have to keep practicing. It's a very perishable skill. I also want to send a special shout out to Traveling Tall. Big ups to him for coming out here and not practicing. Big up to him for showing other preloaders how not to do it. He says, I know how to do it, I just don't want to do it. So, whatever, guys. And yes, he does know how to do it because I've seen him do it. But for some reason, my cameras make him shy. All right, guys, take care. Remember, practice, practice, practice. Preload and keep it loaded. Practice, practice, practice. Because practice breeds confidence, guys. And a confident rider is not only a safer rider, but a rider that's going to enjoy riding their motorcycle that much more. Riding fast is fun. I want you to have just as much fun riding slow. Until next time, guys.